Voices, all the voices.
You're getting many things echoing back through. I'm gonna mute myself temporarily.
You heard us about the eyebrows?
Yeah. Eyebrows!
All I
boy,
heard
I'm
was
getting...
something about.
Oh,
Sam, why are you
because we're
getting
getting
echoing?
somebody... Oh, because I have to... my computer's playing the stream, Dad's phone is playing the stream,
Oh,
and
okay.
you guys are talking. So we're getting multiple layers happening here.
ooh, I love
There we go.
that.
That should
So-
all be fixed now.
Future note for people who whoa, spinning starship in the back. Hi,
Are you? Oh.
Lilia.
Chill, dude.
Love
chill,
it.
like, come on.
So for future note for anyone who does streaming, make sure that your audio streams are connected to the correct devices. For instance, my computer was trying to connect to my microphone that is not plugged in, and connecting to a audio device that is also not plugged in, or at least currently not streaming any form of audio. That's fun. So that helps.
Yes.
It's okay, rookie mistake. You're...
Oh,
Yes, I'm calling you a
Also, I
rookie.
love the L-Cars, by the way. This looks so damn good.
I'm so glad it
yeah.
worked because it wasn't working in the preview mode. I'm glad it's here. Oh, just don't mind me while I quickly take a drink from my prancing pony tankard that you can find at Sweetnam's Knickknacks in Kelowna.
Knickknacks.
Father, if you're watching
I've got a
this,
rock, paper, scissors, lizard,
I
Spock
need-
mug.
I would like some batteries when you have a minute. Hold on. I think I need 2 AA's
All right, so
for nothing in particular.
the only audio that people were losing from before is Zephram Cochran's a Zoomer. So take that.
Never mind, I have batteries.
It's kind of like the most important thing. Yeah,
I think so.
Hold on. Yeah, I got batteries.
amazing.
Trying to take a selfie, and it's just looking like it's not working.
Oh, losing my mouse. All right. So hello and welcome. Now that everyone can be heard and hear and all present and lovely, welcome and happy First Contact Day.
Woo.
Today,
Yes, come and watch us.
yes,
We are fantastic.
we think so anyway. Yeah. So welcome. We are super excited to be performing for all y'all today. All y'all don't know where that's coming from, but hey, here we are. Oh my goodness, yes.
Go off.
Oh, okay, that's so cool. Well, you know, I'm just gonna sit here chilling with my Kelvin Timeline Enterprise, but like, oh, wow, careful! You set it to
Yeah.
explode.
Everything's fine. Everything's
So
fine.
I'm gonna have to add to threat here.
Is Troy driving the ship? Anytime a ship explodes, like Troy's driving it, isn't it?
Pretty much. So yeah, okay, just double getting all that stuff on side. Welcome. So today we will be playing a little bit different than we normally play. We're still playing an RPG, but while many people are used to us playing Dungeons and Dragons, we will be playing a different game called Star Trek Adventures for this special day for us Trekkers. Star Trek Adventures is made by Modiphius. It runs on the 2D20 system, which has some notable differences to what we're normally used to. One of the most chief things that we'll be noticing right away is we're trying to roll lower instead of higher, which is that's a pretty big difference, I think. We're gonna actually cheer for once when we see nat ones make it.
And cry when a natural 20 is rolled.
Exactly.
That is generally very...
Because we
very
want to
bad.
roll lower than like the difficulty or whatever we're facing, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
So what we're looking for here. So
I've been
difficulty-
reading.
As have I.
Oh, you know, there is this game. It has a fair amount of rules to it. It definitely, once it
On a
starts going,
learning
it
curve
makes
like
a lot of
this.
sense because we've been programmed to learn in the OGL system through Dungeons and Dragons, and this really does take it into a little bit different direction than we're used to. So, the idea of this one is that everybody has 2 sets of attributes, or one set called attributes, another set called disciplines. We choose 2 of those to combine together based on the particular role. or the particular task being done, and those two numbers will add together to create a target number that our players will be trying to roll under. Difficulty is instead then done by how many times they have to roll under that. This will all make a bit more sense as we get playing. Believe me, it takes a bit of a learning curve even when you're reading the book.
I think it definitely is more of a learning curve solely because we are used to a particular system.
It's
And
also
is
got a lot
something-
more factors than others. Sorry for cutting you off.
No worries.
no.
It's
Because
I
like
feel-
when you're playing D&D, you don't have to keep track of like magical colored things.
I got text here. Tom Levine is asking, is it 2d20? Yes, this is the 2d20 system by Modiphius. So the 2d20 system actually works really great. I have several books made by Modiphius for 2d20. Star Trek is my personal favorite, but one of the simpler, easier ways to jump into it is actually the Dishonored game system. But they also make one for Dune, Conan the Barbarian. They've got a whole collection. They've got honestly just such a marvelous collection of RPGs for their system. Very well adaptable to so many different things.
sorry, just
Yeah.
referring to Adam Levine in the chat there. Do we know? I know this Star
Did
Trek
you say
Adventures has
Adam
been-
Levine?
Sorry, Tom Levine. My goodness, sorry.
There we go. And I'm
Adam
like, Tom
Levine.
is
I hate- why
way
did I-
better.
Tom Levine. I am so sorry, Tom. That is. Sorry, my brain did its thing there. We don't know how old. Like, I don't know offhand how old the Star Trek Adventures system is. It is the one currently being published, and I think the only Star Trek RPG being published out there right now.
Yeah,
Overall, the reaction to it has been more positive than I know there was one older RPG made. But I don't know tons about the older one.
let me just quickly. I can look up that answer as to when it was first put out.
I'm also digging through my dice pouch of hundreds of dice to try to find where I put my Star Trek dice. There we go.
Yes, so that is. I'm also going to point that out here. So I've got a small collection of Star Trek Adventures dice because of the sake that they work a little bit differently. You get your special Star Trek Adventures D20s that we'll notice have the special symbol, our classic Star Trek Delta, on the 1 instead of the 20, which is super fun. As well as we have special challenge dice. These are used for a number of different reasons, but chiefly used for damage. They have different effects and that on there, but you can use normal D6s for these as well.
And so, yes, again, just referring to the chat there, to Tom Levine, yes, we do have a variety of 2D20 games in the store. I think we currently have books for, of course, Star Trek Adventures. We have Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, and Stargate. I think, no, I guess so. Do all those?
I think
all those run
Stargate
off of-
is
one of those
different.
is Essence 20, I think.
Yeah.
But
Hey, Dan.
oh yes, and Dune. We do have Dune. As
Yes,
well.
Dune. Dune is marvelous. We've got some very pretty books in that game system. So just looking up that answer too, this one was released in August 2017. So this is not the one that was originally played by a lot of people, I believe, in the 80s and 90s. But honestly, I think this one runs a little bit smoother than the original, but don't quote me on that. I haven't played the original that much.
This is also very well engineered to make you feel like you're playing through an episode of Star Trek rather than
much.
just like living a life in the day of Star Trek and things. So things tend to be very cinematic, tend to be very role play focused rather than realism focused per se. Like there's a lot of Star Trek technobabble for realism sides, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And I don't think any of us are red shirts, are we?
Ooh.
No one
No,
chose
we've got-
Commander Security.
'Cause
We've
I
got-
think, okay, I tried to choose security and it wouldn't let me. So
Oh, why would
that's
it...
why you have a science officer who punches people. I don't know if I just, with the character generator, I don't know if I picked something that made it not an option, but it was not an option.
Possible.
So
Oh, because you know what? I guess probably because technically, so when you're choosing your divisions, there isn't a tactical division of Star Trek. Tactical falls under, I believe, is it operations or
Here-
command? I think it's under
No.
command. when there's because there's the three main divisions of Starfleet. You have Operations Command and Science.
Well, security normally goes with tactical. That's why Worf was always manning the tactical side of things as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So
But
Though
this is the
technically
thing.
also,
They struggled with the division of that constantly because that's why we see Worf switch between yellow and red uniforms at different times because they weren't sure where they would classify tactical from the showrunner's
Yes.
perspective. I love that kind of stuff where they constantly switch things up and
is that Dan saying that he gets to be the red shirt when he's commenting over there? Sweet
Yes.
Nick Knack. No, Dan. No Dans are allowed to be harmed.
You're stunned.
In the making of this.
Show off. Yeah, no Dans can be harmed in the making of this.
I love that. All right. So do we have any further questions? Anything that I'm not kind of introducing as we go here?
Are you keeping track of momentum? I didn't actually manage to grab little jewels to keep track of things.
I will keep track of our momentum. I've got a little booklet here with all of my extra notes for things, so I will keep track of momentum. You can see now if I remembered, I have a great special edition of the starter set of this game that comes in a tricorder, an old original series tricorder.
Did you actually leave that here?
I
thought
left
you brought
that at
with
the
you.
apartment instead of taking it with me, like a smart person would. So, but it comes with a bunch of little tokens for tracking your momentum and threat. Momentum and threat will come in pretty big throughout this game, and we will get very acquainted with those. Which reminds me, there is something for me to cover before we start today. Our incentives. So, incentives could be possibly important. We have 4 of them for today. We would love for people to be able to donate money to the BC Children's Hospital through the Extra Life for Kids Foundation. And we do that by giving you a bit of entertainment back. You can donate money to help out the kids and make our lives a touch more difficult as we play the game. Giving you a bit
Make
of...
their lives a touch more difficult.
Well, to be fair, one of them... I've kept a certain fan favorite incentive in here as well. So, yeah, we'll get in there. So, our first incentive for $5 is called Threatening Motivation. You can add threat or momentum as you see fit. When you make the donation, please specify which of these incentives you're purchasing, and when you make this donation, say whether you'd like threat or momentum, or if neither, I will roll the dice and find out which one our players are inflicted by. That will add to the extra pool. I will say usually momentum has a cap of 6 at any given time. However, I will allow donated momentum to exceed this threshold, possibly allowing our players to add extra dice to the pool and just kind of mess with the game mechanics that we're already a little kind of shaky on. So let's see. Our second incentive, I have complicated circumstances. So in this game, they add complications as a actual fixed mechanic. Complications are some kind of trait to this current given scene that will make the lives a little bit more difficult and make the certain tasks one level of difficulty higher. So you can donate $10 and just up the level of difficulty for what they are going through right now, and it'll just happen randomly. It could be a pipe burst, it could be a meteor falling out of the sky. Who knows once we get there. Incentive number 3, we have changing qualities. I am giving you a little hint of the power it feels to be Q. Indeed. When you make this donation, I would like you to specify something in the current scene that we've been talking about that you would like to change. Something manageable. I don't want any complete scene changes or locations or throwing a Borg army at them, but change someone's phaser to a banana, change someone into an entirely different looking character, make them wear a clown outfit. You can get creative with it, or you
No
can just
clowns.
you can add a please add clowns, please. Or you can add
No clowns or spiders.
a non-threatening NPC where you can add a clown to the scene. It will be a space clown too, just to let you know.
No space clowns.
And finally, for a $50 donation, we have Radioactive. This is a returning incentive for us, where with a donation of $50, I will drink one of these Formula Sours. This stuff is almost pure, horrifically flavored malic acid. It is sour. It is painful. Honestly, it burns the lining of my stomach for a little while afterwards, but it is worth it for the kids. I will drink. I think what did I commit myself to when I wasn't two of them? I will drink 2 of them. Oh
Yep.
no. Oh no, what did I do? Okay, I will drink 2 of them and try to continue to DM like nothing happened. Just knowing.
Do we
a
get to
little
judge your
internally.
performance?
You know, I will not limit you and your own capabilities. Feel free to judge
Okay.
me at any point of this. But extra, you can give me a number grading after I have to take those Formula Sours.
The queue is 15, right? Right.
Yeah, Q is $15 there.
There we go. Thought so. I'm just in the chat, being busy.
No, I am happy to see some chat activity. I've got 2 different screens going on here, so we're gonna see things jumping
I
around.
got you. I got you.
I am so happy. I apologize as I still have not figured out
No.
why the screen goes gray occasionally. So I apologize that here, but it's okay.
We're now black.
Cool.
Yeah.
I will. Give me a sec. It happens whenever I click away from this, and I'm going to try to
Can you guys hear me
fix
now?
that.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, cool. My microphone just froze, so that was interesting. Not my computer, just my microphone.
And we're back.
We're back. Okay, so yeah, again, I apologize. Occasionally, when I have to switch over to my editing screen to edit something or change a quick little setting, it's going to do that.
Oh, Tom. No, nobody's cute already.
Yeah. No, this is always good. All right, so without further ado, shall we get started?
Yes.
All right,
Make it so.
engage.
Punch it. Gage.
Engage. Let's go that. So, we are going to open ourselves on. Welcome. Oh, well, hey, you know what? It helps if I actually. There we go. Straighten that off. Cool. Well, it's still weirdly not straight when I look at the actual. There we go. You know what? Hey, it's fun. Welcome, everyone, to the USS Okanagan. The USS Okanagan is a colony support ship as well as a combined support and diplomatic ship. This thing has seen many years of service and multiple crews transition through. And one of those crews is who we see today. As we zoom in to some of the, I believe it's usually the 10th deck on the forward end, there is a particular mess hall known as 10 Forward. People are bustling about, ready and excited for the festivities as warp streams pass by the outer windows. The ship is on its way to Talindus 3, where a colony awaits extra special celebrations to be set up by the USS Okanagan. In 10 Forward, we have 3 particular officers just sharing a quick little drink and festivities cheer before they arrive at the planet. Pat, would you like to introduce yourself first?
So, sitting in the mess hall, you see a interesting looking man in a blue outfit, being a medical officer. His wings that sprout out of the back of the uniform is unusual, um, as he's an Aurelian. His large gray and um, gray and brown stature plumage is falling off from his long day in the medical labs.
Don't mind me.
Aha.
Are you breaking stuff?
He's breaking things.
So, well, no, so there we go. Welcome. I found a better way to go around.
Oh, there we go. I was just trying to figure out a way to add myself to this, because I can also just kind of,
Ooh, hey, I like that.
there we go,
'Kay.
put that in behind myself there.
Sorry, this has been my struggle, by the way, has been trying to like get images shared into there and changing them out. So I'm just gonna go add a little extra screen every time. Hope that's okay. Okay, so continue introducing.
His name is Abractix, and he's from a small isolated colony and is excited to be on this ship. Across from him is sitting Lily.
Yes. All right.
Sitting across from me.
So you have sitting across from you a science officer. So she appears Vulcan at first, except for she is highly animated. So Emily she lets everybody know, unless she doesn't like someone, and then she'll just freak them out because she is not your average Vulcan. So she is half Vulcan, half Betazoid. So Emily, and she was raised on Earth. So if you can imagine, one hell of a mishmash. But she is the biggest science nerd, but she also really wanted to go into security, so she's highly aggressive. And she really likes the bird dude, just because he's got a beak and can like. She just finds him fascinating in a like not creepy way, but just like you could totally kill someone if you want to, just like in a second. But she's very animated, very excitable, and just the first one to jump in. That's her motto, like feet first, let's do this. And who's to her left?
If I can have walking as you two are sitting there waiting for your final friend to walk up to join you, another Vulcan approaches with a small item in his hand. Looking at it curiously, he has this small little souvenir, just staring very quizzically at it as he walks up. If you know, it is a small souvenir of the Phoenix, the original warp ship flown by Zephyr Cochrane to initiate first contact. And he seems to be puzzled by the fact that he is holding a small toy. And he walks up to you two. You two both know him as Savek, Ensign Savek, the Vulcan con officer, who he is largely kind of a fairly typical Vulcan, he talks very plainly, doesn't portray much emotion, but you do know that he did once stare into the depths of a dark matter life form and does have significantly more emotion than any Vulcan. He grew up on a backwater colony, similar to his friends. I feel like at that point, this is how these three kind of ended up bonding, was being kind of away from their typical cultures. And he flew small hovercraft, and shuttlecraft for much of his younger years, and it seemed only logical to seek out the path of flying larger and larger vessels. In more recent years, after his event with the dark matter life form, he has taken to flying much in ways that are much more risky, such as nearly crossing the safety threshold of flying close to larger ships, and flying approximately 50 meters per second above the recommended speed limit.
Wow, what an absolute thrill seeker.
And he walks up and sets the small toy on the table between you two and takes his seat down and just looks up and another one of our crew members gave this to me. It seemed that it was important to something happening soon. Do either of you know what it is?
Well, I mean, obviously I do, but just kind of blink at him. Be like, Savvy, how do you not know what that is? Didn't you learn any Vulcan history when you were growing up?
Of course. How did you not understand that my question was redundant? This is the Phoenix as flown by Zephram Cochrane. Why do you think I would not understand what the Phoenix is? This is a very integral piece to our history. And he just stares at you, just deadpan.
Okay.
My apologies, that was my attempt at humor.
You did good. Good job. Way to go.
Very
You
funny,
confused
bud.
me.
Thank you.
Sorry, so I wanted to thank you, Tom, for your donation.
No.
I appreciate. I see 2 extra cues, but hold on. For some reason, my computer is not logging in at all to anything that lets me see. So I'm quickly just jumping around to see what are you doing to us.
Oh,
I
good
see.
grief.
We have 2 cues.
Yep.
Okay. Oh dear. Would you like these to take effect now? And if so, what would you like to
What is he-
change
what is he-
in our scene? I'm so scared. This is so early.
He's not able to like change gender or anything, is he?
He can do anything he wants.
I mean, I would like to say that one of our players are currently holding a model ship that could be transformed into something else.
Oh dear Lord.
Okay. Okay. Well, see, in this game, a 5 is a good thing. A nat 20 is not. Thanks, Tom. Thank you so much.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Okay.
I'll let you read that out.
Okay, so we have from Tom, thank you so much for no apparent reason. Each of the PCs is infected for several minutes by the spirit of legendary Captain James T. Kirk and must assume his mannerisms and speech patterns.
I don't understand why you have brought us this model ship.
Don't you understand? Today is a very important day. Today is first contact day between the humans and the Vulcans.
Having grown up on a small and isolated colony that is not a human colony, First Contact Day was never a very important part of what we did.
I don't know whether to love you or hate you right now.
This is everything I wanted.
To be fair, it's not really that big of a deal on Earth either.
The day means most things to humans and Vulcans, who are primarily involved in the day. For the rest of the Federation, it is Federation Day, the day that the Accords were signed to found the foundation of the Federation.
But why do you have the ship? Was it a gift? Does somebody have a crush on you?
I do not understand. I am already betrothed to someone on Vulcan. I do not have a crush.
As you guys are chatting here,
You
a
see, I have submitted
Oh.
my name to fly the Phoenix prototype for this event. This toy has absolutely nothing to do with that submission.
Or somebody is very, very thoughtful. Nah.
as you guys are chatting about the usages of this ship, your ship's counselor approaches a fairly tall Denobulan man wearing his proper uniform. He approaches each of you with a big smile. Hello. Today is a special day. I think that the first officer was interested in seeing all of you.
Or what
What?
exactly?
If I were to surmise, I would probably assume that it has something to do with the festivities later today.
You're giving Jim Carrey.
100%.
It feels like Jim Carrey's.
It's Jim Carrey
Sorry.
doing Captain Kirk for sure. I'm trying to do caricature. Look.
Fair. I don't think any of us are doing a good Captain Kirk impression. I just think we're doing a.
I would think
attempt.
we are fantastic. And also would be curious if our characters would be in trouble or excited for this. Do I like authority?
Ooh.
My character is very hopeful that this may mean he got the position of flying the Phoenix model, like the model scale Phoenix.
Oh my goodness.
Are we done
I-
queuing? He said queue off, so I'm
Oh.
like, is queue gone?
If are you releasing us from
This-
Q?
I'm-
Well,
I just got past the Captain Kirk.
I don't know, but I
Well.
think we should go if they're waiting for us. Come
Okay,
on,
okay, he
Merv.
says we are free. He's happy.
that's cool. I had like literally 30 seconds left on my clock. Thank you for your donation.
was amazing.
That oh,
But he still has another queue in the hold too, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, he does. So
So let's get off to
I would.
and for anybody who doesn't know what a denobulin is, look it up. They're the cutest looking things, the little
yeah.
thingies.
Hold on, let me see.
One of my favorite characters in Star Trek.
I absolutely Denobulans. If I were a race in Star Trek, I would be a Denobulin.
I can
Here,
see you being a denobulin.
let me quickly just screen share this guy so you guys can see what he looks like. Oh, well, that's super helpful, isn't it? There we go. So, yeah. He's got the ridges there, but they're just like a really sweet, and that's why he is the ship counselor. He cares very much about each of your well-being. You guys have all
He's
had
also got a fun name.
you've all had very good
Blocks.
oh, this one is Zeft.
No.
Phlox
going
is
to
my
Phlox.
favorite, though.
See? The chat agrees with us.
Oh, okay. Dr. Phlox is okay. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. You're right. He looks around at each of you. I would probably say that you could probably find him in the captain's ready room. Off you go.
To the ready room!
Ah, yes, officer. And he wanders off and to the side and he puts his arm around. You can see him just kind of walking just super joyously away from you.
Come on, Arbeck. Let's go, Savvy.
off to the ready room.
Do the turbo lift first, and then you have to go.
All right. So, as you guys can head off, it's easy to get to the captain's ready room, and you enter in, and there is the captain.
Just off from the bridge, isn't it?
Yeah, just off from the bridge.
Yeah.
There is Captain Blurt. Oh, why did I named him, by the
Blurt?
way? I named him
Blurt?
Captain Gurk Blogruck. I don't.
Species, please.
Here we go. He is a Tellarite.
Okay.
Captain Gurk has been captain of this starship for the last couple of years. He stands before you, and he sees you enter in, and is like, "Hello, crew. Come on in. Come on in. First officer will be here for you in a second. He just asked to use my ready room. I will be just hosting you until you come, till he comes and gets you. I hope you guys are excited for today's festivities." Oh,
I am,
Sam-
but I'm
Sam,
excited
we've
at any
lost
type
you.
of festivities that have food.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
We have lost you, Sam. Your audio anyway. I saw your lips moving.
Oh no, my Vulcan buddy.
We're gonna lose all of the emotion of the group.
Yeah.
Hello? Maybe?
Hello?
Yeah, there you are. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
am I back? Okay.
Welcome back.
Fun thing, I am starting to worry about the health of my microphone.
I think you need to go shopping.
I mean, this thing
I know a
is quite
retrologist who can
few-
help you with that.
I happen to know a retrologist who is fantastic with all that kind of stuff too.
Ooh. I wonder who that could possibly be. I have had this thing for close to a decade, so yeah.
Well,
But either way, I don't know how far back I cut out. So
We didn't hear anything you tried to say.
okay.
I did.
Well,
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't remember where it cut off exactly, but I'll just say, as you can see, I am very excited for the opportunities this day provides.
He just looks at us like, "Well, wow, I can see you're really worked up and excited about this. Oh, I've never seen you so happy, so good on you. Here he comes." And the door opens behind you, and you will see First Officer Maddox, who comes in. "Hey guys, super cool that you guys joined me here in the captain's ready room. I love seeing your faces. You guys are the best. Honestly, the vibes in this place, top notch. So, I got an important job for you, and today's celebrations are going to be one for the ages. I can say I grew up on Earth, and First Contact Day was a huge thing for all of us. So this means a lot to me, and I think you guys are the perfect guys to make exactly what I need happen."
Commander Maddox, this is a great honor.
It means a lot coming from you, buddy. And he claps you on the shoulder.
Sir, what do you need us for?
Yeah, see, there you go. I like
Does this
that's
have
what I
something-
like you for. You ask the questions. That's what I respect. Honestly, great. So,
Does this have anything to do with my application for the flight of the Phoenix model?
Just straight to the business, Savvy. Let the man talk.
really, yeah, see, but I like that.
My-
like cut to the
My
chase, man.
apologies. I allowed my excitement to get the better of myself.
Oh yeah, you know
My
what?
apologies.
You
Forgive
know
me,
what?
Captain.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. That's super great.
Oh my god.
I love that. That's super great, man. You know what? Your excitement level is like right up where it needs to be. Like through the roof. Totally. So, I'm going to have you guys, I need you guys, funny you bring up the Phoenix. I need you guys to go down to Shuttle Bay 2 and just start the calibrations. All right?
I can see why you would need me for the calibrations, but I don't know why you need them.
Hey, the more hands, the
it really
better.
doesn't make much sense. As a medical personnel, it's
Look,
My skills
Alright.
are in piloting small craft, are primarily in piloting small craft and in the managing of larger craft. I am
Totally,
quite trained in
totally.
managing the
Okay, we get it,
maintenance
Savvy.
of a
We get it.
variety
We
of
get it. You're
small
smart. You're fantastic. You're pretty. We got it. Okay.
Totally.
I
you
was
know
not
what?
intending to brag. I was merely mentioning
Totally,
my
yeah.
relevant skills.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, super
Oh.
cool.
I'll just hang out just in case you hurt yourselves.
Or
Let's
if I
go.
hurt him.
Wow, that's super threatening, and we'll come back to that later in like future reviews. But hey, you know what? I like your guys' energy and everything that way. Cool.
We've been looking after her in the medical bay recently.
Right. Yeah.
The counselors have been dealing with this punchy problem.
Yeah. Totally get that. Yeah.
It's just not always punchy. Just some people are just not. They need to do the
Yeah.
thing without. Anyways, let's go. Let's, Shuttle Bay. We
Cool.
go do the thing. Come on.
Yeah, there's you know what, there's jobs for all of you guys down there to just like I want you guys all just to kind of help out work there. Totally. And then afterwards, I need you guys after the calibrations are done, I need you guys to load it on the shuttle and fly it down to the planet. That'd be fantastic, guys. Totally great. Thanks, guys. I love you know what? Love your guys' energy. You guys are the best. And he walks out the room.
Anybody else feel as if we just got a weird like that was weird?
Don't think we were supposed to be on this mission, but I guess it's what we've been dealt with.
Exactly. So I mean, we'll figure it out.
I will
Right,
say,
Epic?
based on your guys' experiences, this is not the first time that Maddox just kind of like does this kind of stuff. He's like, because usually first officer is the one who assigns a lot of the duty officer jobs, and he's just like totally he's this is very normal for him. You've tried to bring it up to his attention, and just like this just now, not helpful in the slightest.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
I'm just making notes about first officer useless.
Perfect. All right. The captain's like, all right, you guys got this. You guys got this. Cool.
Down to Shuttle Bay 2, I guess, right?
The Shuttle Bay 2.
There'll be all the tools you guys need to get there. Don't worry. I understand your situation. It'll be fine.
He did say the four of us. You're coming with us, right?
What? Just to demonstrate the
Doctor.
ideas of the roles, please roll. Let's with that statement, give me a presence command roll.
And it's 2d20s,
Difficulty
right?
1. If anyone wants to assist Arbeck into this, go for it.
Come on, Arbeck.
Presence
I can assist.
control.
I'll
Presence control.
Presence
Can I
command.
assist?
Presence command. Sorry.
Presence command.
So what you're going to
You
do
take
is
one
you're going
attribute and
to
combine it with one discipline, and that is your number
So-
you're trying to roll below.
demonstrate for our audience what is your presence rating?
7.
7. And what is your command rating?
2.
So the difficulty you're trying to roll below is 9.
And if I want to assist,
If you would like to assist, you can. I will have you roll the same thing, presence and command, but you get to roll 1 dice to
Okay.
assist him. So Arbeck will roll 2 dice, and this is a difficulty 1 task. So all you're trying to do is get 1 roll under 9.
So I rolled a 15 and a 4.
Okay, that is 1 success. What are your values, by the way? I think I had that on me before, because if you
Sorry,
have a
wait,
value
that's-
that's applicable to this,
I rolled a 9.
I don't think I do.
okay, that's fair. You rolled a 9. What is your presence
Is it-
and command added together?
So is it too late for me to
12.
assist?
12. Oh, so then you that's another success. Yes. Sam,
Never
if you
mind.
wanna-
Never mind. I fail.
Oh, okay.
I have a presence 7, command 3, and I rolled a 15.
Okay. So I wanted to do this to kind of provide an opportunity
was thinking, 'cause
Nine or less on
I
a
have
D20, Tom. Yeah, you can imagine how not fun that is.
I have the value of teamwork makes the dream work. So I figured, this actually goes with my
Oh,
values.
fair. Yeah. So the reason I'm asking about values is that every character has a set of values that kind of drives them as people. And or I guess technically the values are for the determination. If anybody had a focus around commanding people, which probably in your situations there.
Nope.
Okay.
Unless
Well, I have interrogation.
I don't think that's fully into
Or diplomacy.
diplomacy.
Also,
Although,
by the way,
unfortunately, so it did not. Oh, there we go. Ah, that's my track order. So the thing is, when you have a focus, which is something that you specifically studied when you were in school, or a subject that you have taken on, if you have an applicable focus, your critical success range extends to whatever your discipline was. Meaning that you don't just critical success on a 1, which is fantastic. You can, it's a great way to add, and critical successes just adds an extra success to the pool. So on a difficulty 1 task, we have rolled 1 success and an extra success. So you have successfully convinced the captain to join you on this. However, that extra success will be converted into momentum.
Yay, we got our first momentum.
So you guys started the scene with 1 momentum. We now have 2 momentum. The captain's I guess I can help you guys out. Cool. Sure. Yeah, you know what? I could use a
anything more
break.
important happen.
It's good bonding time, sir.
And you didn't have anything important to do today, right?
When I think about it, not until we get to the planet. So, sure, let's do it. Huh. So, we have 2 points of momentum. However, as we transition scenes, at the end of each scene, we remove 1 point of momentum. So we generated 1 to remove 1, but now you still have 1 left over instead of losing it.
Yay!
So that's 1 extra thing here. That's I'm glad that we I wanted to just demonstrate some of our rule sets here. So, Shuttle Bay 2. In the center of the shuttle bay, there is
Sorry.
minor feedback there.
You see the model, which is actually quite large. Its model is not necessarily the best. It really is a full recreation of Zephram Cochrane's Phoenix. It's still in its original launch state, so the nacelles are not propelled off the sides yet. And it sits on the back of a wheeled loader, and it's on its side, ready to be loaded in the back of an oversized shuttle, a transport shuttle. When you guys arrive down there, there's a few people milling about, but not a ton of people in here. Most of them are kind of moving crates around that look like they're clearly filled with supplies for the festivities on the planet. The 4 of you get down there. The captain is quite happy to sort of just come down and help out with some old jobs, kind of things that he doesn't get to do as a captain anymore. Hey, so what should we do? What do you guys normally do when we start up? Do we have to get ourselves some tricorders or some tools or something?
It depends what the task is. He looks at the others. What were our tasks? Commander Maddox was not very specific.
If you look around, you'll notice that there is a pad sitting on the edge of the loader platform.
Well, here's a checklist. I'll hand it off to our dear,
Emily?
very emotional Vulcan.
I will
And-
happily take it.
As he says that, and you start you take it, you see Savick put his hand down.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna quickly. I will be very. So I'm gonna look over the checklist and check for any sciencey things that I need to do, whether it's calibrations or anything like that. If I need engineering for that, but science can be pretty helpful, I guess, too. And then I'll hand it to Savvy so that he could take a look and see if there's any flight things he needs to do.
Okay, so essentially there's a few jobs on the list here. Most of them are pretty easy, but they are related because this is a very simplistic um, ship, I
Craft?
guess. Yeah, craft. Thank you. So basically, they just need a quick diagnostics check on the engine. They want a full test on the comms system to make sure that communications will remain clear and that it is put with the proper boosters to go through any form of normal interference that would happen through a atmosphere. They need the spatial sensors to just be calibrated and tested to make sure they are in full working condition, and a quick power systems check and flush.
Easy peasy.
I suppose I am most qualified to maintain the power systems.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably true.
Hey, Doc, do you want to check the comms?
Yeah, I can check the comms. Can also do a full flush too. Can't be much different from a person, can it?
Oh dear, I don't like that.
I believe
Less
that-
deadly if you lose fluid, but sure.
I believe
and
that
I'll start the
starships are
diagnostic.
made of metal, not flesh.
Oh, savvy.
I believe they are quite different.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, depends on what kind of person.
Valid.
Right, and you work in our medical base. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know humans too well, but that's okay.
Honestly, their physiology constantly messes with me too, so that's fair.
Well, given that none of us are human, it might be nice to stop bashing the humans until one of them is here to actually talk about it.
There's a human off to the side that kind of just like looks up from their pad for a second, but then sees the captain, and goes right back to work and walks away.
I mean, all right. So what do we got to do to start this so we can start the diagnostic? What do you
Okay.
need from me, boss?
So, what is Emily doing? You're doing the spatial sensors?
No, I'm starting the diagnostic check. Just a sec. All
Okay.
systems are go.
That's going to take a give me. So this would normally be a difficulty 1, but given to run a regular diagnostics check, however, you will be using a engineering tricorder, and tools like this are considered an advantage in the scene, which lowers any current difficulty of a job by 1 difficulty rating. So that will make it a difficulty 0 task, which means you can still roll, and any success you roll will add to the momentum pool. The only way to fail at this is if you roll a critical failure, which will just add a complication. Doesn't mean you fail the job, it just means it'll add a slight complication, possibly usable now or later
Is a critical
on.
failure like a D20?
It'll be rolling
Or
a
like
nat
rolling
20.
A nat 20, that's what I thought. That's the word I was looking for.
So, you can run the full diagnostics check on the system using your specialized engineering console, or your engineering tricorder. Give me an insight engineering check.
I rolled 2 3s.
Ooh, okay, cool.
Nice.
Do you have do you have any focuses that would apply to?
Not to that, because I rolled up a
That's-
security cacher and got stuck a science, so no.
That's fair. I find that, you know what, I feel like there's some backstory there that you signed up for the security division and they're like, actually, we could use some scientists.
You have pretty much just be like, sorry, Ems, you got some anger issues, so you're not allowed in security yet till you go to therapy for at least another 2 years.
May I recommend the Vulcan ceremony of Kolinar? It helped me
No.
extensively.
I have. Okay, I'm not going to get into the chaos that is the Betazoid side of me that would just want to know. Just know.
So it is being pointed out in chat that Patrick is a ghost. He is phasing in and out of reality.
Amazing.
So I chose the wrong race for this.
2
I should've
3s, eh?
We love you
Or
for-
did
You
you?
should have been Davidian.
yes.
I think that'd be a very big implication if there was a Davidian
Starfleet.
Starfleet officer.
Yeah, fair
So,
enough.
awesome. So I obviously
you
I
rolled
rocked the
2
diagnostic.
successes. That generates 2 momentum. Diagnostics are clear and good to go. The systems are fully active.
Beautiful. So I'm going to relay that to my awesome team. So, diagnostics, check.
Amazing. Cool. So, who was doing the power? Savek was doing power systems?
Power systems of Salvik.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Sorry, I kind of getting distracted. I'm trying to find some of the. Alright, just trying to figure out where, like, what some of my talents are, because the character sheet doesn't. It just says the
Oh,
name
yeah.
of the talent, not a description of the talent.
No, I
If
know
you
what
need a
sounds like.
description of a
list.
talent, I have them all in my I have them in my binder. I have a binder.
We love that.
I
Thank
found
you.
I found a talents list now. But yeah, so
Love you, Sarah.
I have a talents list.
Oh, that
perfect.
perfect. I technically do too. It's somewhere in the Star Trek Adventures core rulebook. Wow.
That's why I printed some of them off, because it's a hell of a big rule book.
I
the
also want
rules
to.
digest has a limit. Like, does not have a complete set of talents.
I'm gonna quickly take a moment and just say, like, hey, if you want the prettiest book I have ever bought in my life, this is the Game
Sarah.
Master's Guide. It's so pretty. Like, it's just got such a nice look. You've got the proper, like, ribbon bookmark. I love this book so much. It's made me very happy. It's not the necessary book. It's a great supplement to have, though. And we have an
Ooh.
extra one here at the store.
So our numbers have gone up just for the number of humans that are actually in here. So do we want to
yes.
do a quick little, hey guys, you can spend money and make us
Yeah.
break things?
Ooh,
That is a wonderful point here. So, as we have more people watching us here, thanks for all popping in. We have a list of incentives here that you guys can use to completely mess with our games if you like. I can do a quick run through once more. As we are raising money for the BC Children's Hospital with Extra Life for Kids. So, every bit helps immensely. Our first incentive is you can donate money. And you can use threatening motivation. It's $5, and you can add either threat or momentum to either side of the scene. Momentum is used by the players to help them do certain actions, and threat is given to me to do a lot of the same actions, but back at the players. We have, for $10, you can get complicated circumstances. You can add a complication to the scene. For instance, right now, while they're working on diagnostics of a ship where the stakes are relatively low, you could make it worse. It's so good. We have, for $15, changing qualities. You can add. I'm giving you guys a bit of the power of Q himself. You can change something about the scene. You can, for instance, we had one earlier where Tom, wonderful Tom, thank you so much. You made everyone inhabit a bit of the spirit of James Kirk and have to use his speaking mannerisms for a few minutes, and that was great. But you can do all kinds of things. You can change the item in someone's hand. You can add a non-threatening NPC.
Or as it was previously just done, you can make us talk like James T. Kirk
Wow.
of the USS Enterprise.
Truly a remarkable feat. And finally, for $50, you can make me have to chug 2 formula sours, which are mostly malic acid, very sour. Notoriously one of my nemesis enemies in our live streams for Whose Role Is It Anyway?
Like Star Trek Nemesis?
Okay. And I will have to try to DM like everything's just fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine. Hey, how are you?
I just gotta quickly give a little shout out. So so Chef Kargs is an amazing. I just watched a 24-hour live stream that he was just a part of. Well, technically he was in it a year ago and it wasn't 24 hours, but they just did it. So I just want to say thanks for coming in. I'm
Hello.
a big fan.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Oh, you guys are all the best, and I hope we can bring some high levels of entertainment and harm to ourselves. So, as we are back working on the Phoenix Recreation to give us a quick test flight for the planet for the celebrations on Talindus 3. That the ship is still currently in warp towards. So, Savek, you were going to work on the power systems diagnostic
on
there,
the power systems.
and that's going to take a control engineering check.
Control engineering. Cool. What is my difficulty? Is this a difficulty 0?
This is going to be, so it's usually a difficulty 2 because the power systems are usually more complex even in a smaller model. So you are using an engineering. Are you using a proper engineering equipment?
Yes.
That will reduce the
No, he's
test
just going to
down
use his
to
Vulcan magic.
that will reduce it down to a difficulty 1. However, the captain is standing next to you and goes like, "Hey, so when I was in the academy, I took mostly engineering. I could help you with this, and then if I help you with this, you could help me with the engines. How about that?"
That would be an acceptable arrangement.
Amazing. So he's gonna roll a d20 to help you as well.
Okay. So this is actually, thankfully, I have 2 very, very good disciplines. I have 4 in con and engineering. So this, I'm trying to roll below a 15 for this, so I got plenty of space. Perfect. I got a 13 and a 9. That is 2 successes.
2 successes. Perfect. So you rolled 1 success above, generating 1 extra momentum. And Captain Girk rolled a nat 20, which for the people new to the game is not good.
Oh.
So you're running the diagnostics through. You're feeling the power systems come up, and they warm up as they normally would in some of these checks as you are testing the proper system and the power flow. However, it's starting to get warmer and get warmer. The captain,
is it feeling unusually warm in here?
well, what do you mean, huh? No, this is normal. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that would normally add a complication, and bank that for 2 threat for the current moment. By the way, you guys can always check in. Threat is not a secretive thing. You can check in with me at any time as to how much threat I currently have. Because currently I have 8. So that's helpful. There is no limit to the amount of threat, by the way, I can have.
Now, question for you,
Yes.
good sir. So one of my talents is constantly watching. So I'm always aware of danger. Because I'm paranoid of people breaking things. So would I notice that the captain screwed up?
Sorry, what's the definition of your talent there specifically?
So
just say
constantly watching. When you attempt a task to detect danger or hidden enemies, reduce the difficulty by 1, it says. But just basically, I'm just always on alert. So as we're puttering around, like, I'm watching what the others are doing, obviously.
give me
No,
an
I think that was
insight
more-
difficulty 1 insight security check.
You got it.
Sorry, difficulty 2 because you have reduced it by 1. That's what I intended.
Okay. I rolled a 4.
Cool. What is your security rating? 'Cause
4.
crit rating, you got 2 successes. So you're sitting there, you're working on the normal diagnostics, and you're standing back a little bit as you're running through doing the quick checklist, and you see the captain totally smacked a small spot on the side, and there's a small amount of plasma leakage, very small, from where he just moved the one hand sensor.
Oh, good grief. I'm just going to quietly, and because I don't want to offend him, I'm going to just go over and try to, as nicely as possible, just fix it.
Okay, absolutely. This is a difficulty 0 task. It's not going to be hard for you to really quickly go behind him and he's turned around. He doesn't even see you.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll? I will also say when you have a difficulty 0 task, you can often opt to not roll if I give you the option to. So if you'd like to roll, you can. If you don't want to roll, you don't have to.
I don't feel like screwing this one up, so I don't have to. I just gotta go like clean up the thing or fix the thing and be like,
Yeah, it takes just a really it's a super simple. You take one of the engineering welders and just kind of couple little sparks go in the captain. Oh, what was that? Oh, sorry. Good job, Lieutenant. And he goes back to helping Savek. Helping. And
I'm gonna keep an eye on him even more now, being like, okay, Captain.
Arbeck, you were going to do a systems flush.
It was the con. Oh,
I,
the con.
Or the
check.
I
comms.
think I was
you're doing-
sent to comms.
You were doing comms. That's right. That is.
But I'm happy to do a system flush.
Start with the comms. Let's start with the comms. That is going to just be an insight engineering check because it is just checking over the systems as you are sending off signals to the main bridge, using that as your control point to figure out if it is in full operation.
Well, I'm looking
this is
for a
using the proper tools. This is going to reduce it to a difficulty 0 to allow you to generate even more momentum, so we can go in happy with momentum.
very good.
Once
We
again,
have
Patrick's
basically
invincible.
Yeah, we're losing.
I rolled a 6 and an 8,
Ooh,
That
and I had a 13 to hit.
amazing. 2 more successes. That brings you guys up to a total of 6 momentum. That is a full momentum pool.
cool.
Momentum is a wonderful tool, and I was giving this opportunity to help you guys fill it up if you needed it too.
I have a feeling, are we gonna have to need it later? Or are you gonna break something? Cause us to get sucked at an airlock?
It's fine.
or-
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. So
There's a queue lying around that.
Yeah, there's a rogue queue. Just
that's good.
Tom's always watching.
Okay. So yeah, you check through. The comms are you hear from the bridge. Copy that, Phoenix. We are fully happy and clear. Good to go. It works. Amazing. So then the captain is going to walk over to the engines. All right, hey, Savik, come back here. Help me.
Of course, Captain.
So this is going to be a control engineering as well.
Okay.
Oh, please roll success.
Am I rolling 1 or 2?
So you are assisting him. Roll
Hold up.
roll one
I have to
dice.
look one
engineering control. Just for reference, he rolled a 19 and a 17.
Oh dear God.
He's very out of practice.
Can I spend a momentum as the help action, or can only the person who's doing the roll?
Only the person doing the roll, and you can
Okay.
only spend a momentum before you make the check.
I dropped the d20. Let's do it
However,
Sorry, this is control engineering, you said?
this is control engineering.
Just barely
on,
a success.
Savvy.
I rolled a 13. I guess no, that's my thing to hit is 15, so I rolled 2 below it. I dropped.
So
my
that is one
d20 somewhere.
success. So good.
Please tell me this was a difficulty 1.
Yeah. However, he got 2 failures. So we're going to. Well, let me just put it this way. The good news is I have 2 less threat.
Oh, right, because friendly NPCs draw from the threat pool too, don't they?
Nope. I'm adding a complication right now. So
How dare you?
So he comes to the back and he pulls out his tricorder and he's starting to check over the engine systems. There's a control panel that he opens at the back of the Phoenix that we are so very familiar with. And he starts changing a couple spots, and Savik, you see him start to pull. And actually, I will also say that Emily, you notice because you've been watching him to make sure. He pulls out one quick little EPS conduit spot and switches. Oh, this should be right here, right? This is, if I remember correctly, and he plugs it into another spot. Now, I will say, luckily, the engines of this is facing the back of the shuttle bay.
Captain, are you certain they should be changed? Was it not assembled properly in the shipyard?
Kind of look at Armak and be like, what the hell?
You guys all jump back. The engines are going. The shuttle bay doors are open with a with the with the oh wow, words are so escaping me tonight. Force
Atmospheric
field.
shield?
Yeah, atmospheric shields blocking off the doorway, and it starts propelling forward. The vehicle it's on the back of is pushing ahead a wheel, and you just see it starting to go. People are diving out of the way, running off to the side as the whole apparatus goes right out the door and soaring off into space. Wow. So, in my defense, we didn't cover the Phoenix in my academy training days.
Oh my god, that's on
Savik
us.
just like
Okay.
looks and just taps his comm badge. Ensign Savik to bridge. I believe we need to drop out of warp.
Yeah, look, second that. Captain Girk to bridge, take us out of warp. We need to start a scan for, small craft.
Okay, sorry, quick question. I'm sorry, what was the doctor's name again there, Patrick?
Abrek.
Abrek. So you were doing the comms, right?
Yes.
Which means you would have had to be in the cockpit to do that.
Oh
Are
no!
you still in the cockpit?
I believe I am.
I'm assuming we will
I
assume
mean-
the doors were closed.
Yes.
So you don't just get spaced.
Don't kill the bird.
Unless... Do you have a caveat?
Let me. Okay, look.
We can use a point of determination to create the advantage of the door was closed if the DM wants to.
I will let
require
you.
that
I will let
means-
you have. Okay, I'll tell you what. Because determination is a great thing to put in here. Do you have a value currently in this moment to use a point of determination on? I will say, point out to our audience here, every player starts off with at least 1 point of determination. Determination is a particular. It's some games use it like hero points or meta points, something that allows you to take a more powerful action or activity in the game. However, specifically in Star Trek Adventures, it is tied to your values as a person, challenging yourself. Can you argue to me one of your talents? Or one of your
Talents
values?
For what am I trying to do?
For a value to use a point. So let me put it this way. I'm going to give you two options to spend your point of determination on here. I will let you choose to be able to fully pilot the Phoenix, or spend a point of determination based on whatever value might be applicable here to let you have gotten out of the Phoenix before it launched.
Question
Yes.
first. Here's the thing. So you said I was keeping an eye on the captain, and I noticed that he was doing something very stupid.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I was not in the shuttle, if the doc is in the shuttle, I can guarantee you there's no way Emily
Okay.
would have jumped out of the way if he was on there, because then that would have meant that the shuttle bay door would have been like the door would have been open still.
The
So
problem being is the Phoenix model is most likely around 40 to 60 feet long.
yes.
And if you were close enough to be keeping an eye on the captain, we were near the aft
True.
section, at least 30 feet away from you. At least 30 to
Damn
40
it,
feet
you're
away from the
right. Okay,
cockpit.
I need some.
Okay. So my value, I'm always willing to give it a try. Nothing is learned without cutting a few wrong tendons.
Oh my god.
One of my favorite values I've ever seen on a character sheet, by the way.
You're welcome. I believe that he might not be the best pilot, but he's always willing to try every knob.
Nope,
Are you
not this one.
saying? Are you saying that you would have seen it start to move, walked over, and closed the door yourself? To like, oh, let's try, give this a try.
Well, I
Well,
would have hit all the buttons until something closed.
Well, I'm pretty sure the
Yeah.
doc would have known that if the door doesn't shut, he's dead.
that's
And he
fair.
had enough time because it was moving. You said it was moving, and people were dodging out of the way
Yeah.
in the shuttle bay. So he would have had time to be like, button, like.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
so
I will, based on that, I will let you spend a point of determination to decide: are you still inside or outside when this left the hangar?
well, I think he's in it. I don't think there's any chance that he's getting out of that ship. If
Truly
it's starting to go.
remarkable. um. Quick reminder: this is a great point if people want to affect our game with various donations.
You want
You
to
can
spend the
add
money
more-
so that I could grab the other Vulcan and yeet ourselves into a shuttle and chase
I
after
mean,
them?
I was
but,
about
like,
to turn to the captain and ask permission to, as it flies out. He'll just turns like, Captain, permission to take a shuttlecraft and attempt to locate the Phoenix model.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably a good idea. I'm going to defer that to you. I might, they're probably gonna need help with those long-range sensors, so I'm gonna go up to the bridge and, yeah, cool.
Lieutenant, may I request your assistance in watching sensors?
Absolutely.
Cool. You know what? So happy you guys have this handled. Oh dear, this is gonna be really interesting report to file later.
I'm sorry. The fact that he's a talking like pig just makes me laugh so hard. Because the thought of the tusks moving, being like,
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So
okay.
the captain is gonna go off and is there any equipment you guys would like to grab before boarding onto a shuttle?
Is the shuttle we're taking? Does it have a transporter? Not the.
Tractor beam.
That's the word. Thank you. I had a moment.
Most shuttlecrafts, most Type 8 shuttlecraft that they fly in with TNG have a light
Yeah.
tractor beam built in.
Yeah, you guys can definitely request one because the shuttle bay will have a few shuttles in it as well. So you can request one with a tractor beam for sure.
I will
Absolutely.
grab a set of like the necessary tools if I have to try to disconnect said engine coupling
Cool.
that was accidentally connected wrong.
You can grab a basic engineering kit for sure.
Okay.
Anything else?
I mean, aside
I'm
from like
gonna.
the basic like,
Sorry.
can I request a like basic med kit
Yes.
in case our friend is injured?
You absolutely can.
You want to go after the doctor with a med kit?
The doctor can't help himself if he's unconscious.
Yeah, for sure. For
And
sure.
as a Starfleet officer, I do have basic medical training.
Valid.
Okay.
At
So-
this
Please
point,
note,
I'd be
I
sending
did
out-
not punch the captain.
At least
Duly noted.
Patrick, at least you do know where the comms buttons are.
Yeah, I was
That's
just
true.
using them. I was just gonna say, at this point, I'd be calling in, asking for some help on flying this thing.
All right. So, we will do a quick scene transition as you guys board into a shuttle. So we remove one momentum to end the scene and move into the next. You still have 5 momentum, so that's still pretty good. So, I don't. Someone wants to yeet the med kit out the door.
If you
Darkestic.
donate,
Oh
I-
no. So, yeah, donations can do a lot of
Why?
powerful things in this world. Like,
I am not yeeting the med kit that we have without, like, I'm not doing that stuff for free.
Unless you accidentally are they gonna grab a med kit that's currently empty or full of sandwiches.
that's fair. I mean, hey, that
Nothing
could be
like
a
a good
complication someone
sandwich.
could donate for. I'm just putting that out there. Donate to make the med kit into sandwiches. That's normal.
Oh, that's evil.
So,
I just pull up the medical tricorder and just like grab like a little probe from it, just start to hold it up, and there's like sandwich and a pickle. And
It's
just
good for the soul. It's that type of medicine.
Some might say it's a type.
Homeopathic.
oh my goodness.
Obviously, Savvy is not used to the magic of sandwiches, having not grown up on Earth, but I could give a lecture on the beauty of sandwiches.
So, Obrek, you immediately. So, do you remember sitting in the seat of the Phoenix, getting it ready to go? And very quickly, all of a sudden, you start to hear things moving. You look, and the door is it's a little ways behind you there for you to get out. And before you can even start to get out of your seat, the whole thing starts moving, and you knock back into your seat. You look, the door is still open. You start clicking buttons, trying to figure things out because, you know, you got to learn by cutting a few wrong tendons. And one of them closes and seals the door. And you find yourself looking out into space, seeing the warp lines go past you as you exit the warp stream, and you're spinning through space.
How fast were we going?
I'm probably standard cruising speed of warp 7 or 8.
I'm
Yeah,
just thinking
warp
like
7.
a comfy. Okay. So
Also, McWim, there is no one keeping us in check. We are not in check.
No, we are not in check at all.
no, obviously, like no wait, our shuttle can go that fast. So a shuttle could. Yeah, never mind. I forgot. I was like, shuttles have warp.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I think shuttles are like warp 5-ish engines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Yeah, I think they're just the warp 5. But you know, the reaction was pretty quick. As soon as the captain put the command through, the ship came out of warp. So you're a little ways away, long enough that the limited comms of our Phoenix, as Abrek, you immediately try the comms that were online a moment ago, and you can't quite get anything through because your comms are fairly limited. They were meant for short range, between
Shuttles.
yeah, between shuttles and through atmosphere. Basically, a similar range to a comm badge is all that this was equipped with.
Was not planning to be lost in space.
No, this was not meant for
No.
deep space exploration for some
wonder why it was-
reason.
Why even put a comm system on if you can't just use the comm badge?
I love Doctor. He's like a southern chicken. He's like a southern bird. He's a southern.
I say.
Hey, I do declare, why do we have these communication systems? Back in my day, we just talked to each other.
Oh dear Lord. Okay.
Do you have anything you would like to try, Abrek, before I shift over to our shuttle in transit?
I would like to try to get this craft to not be spinning around.
Absolutely. So the reason I'll put this out there, we have established here that you're not a pilot. However, to pass basic Starfleet training,
Activate
you
the
have to have some
stabilizers.
basic training in every department. So you'll have at least 1 point in con, I believe.
I do.
So that is going to be a control con check.
Control con.
Yes, to get yourself moving or stabilized.
Okay, kids, we're looking for a 10. I would like to use
gotta-
one of our momentums.
Okay.
Absolutely, you can use a momentum to purchase a dice,
I'm
allowing you to
tracking-
roll
I'm tracking
3d20.
momentum on my side with bullet dice.
Amazing. We should be at 4 at the moment with that spend.
Yeah.
So that would look very menacing with like just bullets lined up on your desk. I love it.
It does, yeah, it does.
So, we rolled an 18,
Okay,
an 8, and a 5.
that feels like at least one success,
Nice.
right?
That's
Possibly
two
two successes. You generate 1 extra momentum for an extra success there.
Oh,
And
wait, sorry, it was...
Difficulty
Okay, never
1.
mind, 8 and a 5, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 successes in total.
Oh, sorry, yes. Oh, sorry.
Which
yeah.
is 1 extra if it was just a difficulty 1.
Yeah, just difficulty 1, so you generate 1 extra success, replenishing back the one you spent, but you better safe than sorry when you're in space alone.
Yeah.
You stabilize the Phoenix, and as you're trying to go, you hear beeping onto the side, the spatial sensors. This is something that was not equipped on the original Phoenix, however, is wonderful for modern pilots. You flying their recreations of the Phoenix in space. You see an alert on the spatial sensors and of approaching vessel. Jumping to the shuttle, Emily and Zavek. I won't even make you roll to pilot this because I know your piloting skills at this point are pretty high. Emily, you notice immediately that you are getting a small craft reading up ahead, and you divert course in the direction that was projected.
Hey, look, Savik, a small craft reading. Let's divert course.
Ah, that must... It would be illogical for there to be any other small craft in this... Well, in the middle of
No,
space.
We do not say those kinds of words when in space. No.
We are in, as the humans would say, the middle of nowhere.
It could very quickly become not the middle of nowhere. So don't ever say that. It's like when you say it's not raining and then all of a sudden it's raining, or if you say it's not busy and then poof, it's busy. It's just you jinx it. Don't jinx it.
See, now the interesting thing
I
about
do not
that
understand
is
this superstition.
that is called a complication, something that our people at home can donate to add to the scenes at any given time for only $10.
Don't jinx it. Actually, spend the money, support charity, jinx
Support
us.
the charity.
Jinx us hard.
I also happen to have some Formula Sours just waiting for my own personal pain, but
All right. So wait, if we're within, if we can see the small ship rating, can we reach him on comms?
We can certainly try.
so yeah, you guys can use the comms. This is a difficulty 0, so you'll be able to reach out. You're within range. I'm not going to make you roll at all. Abrek, you're sitting there in the cockpit. The spatial sensors go off. You can see a glint through the forward view screen of a vessel moving towards you, and you hear boop 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 boop, and a little light lights up above a small green button on your console.
I'd love to hit that button.
Emily, you get a communications hailing frequency open on your console.
Yep. So, obviously, open the comms, say, Abrek, you doing okay, buddy?
I thought I was gonna be fried chicken, but we're good to go.
We got you. We're on our way. We're just gonna see if we can get you, obviously you're not, thankfully, hurt. Are you hurt? Are you okay?
Yeah, everything's great over here.
Okay, so we're gonna pull you back to the ship. If that's all right.
That would be most obliged.
Also, just like, are the Is the Phoenix's engines still active?
Ooh. So I will say, so in the
So is he still moving away from us as we're trying to catch up to him?
in the
I mean, a
recreation
shuttle
of
is
this,
a lot faster.
in the recreation of the ships, it is created to fly kind of similarly to how it used to. So at this point, it will have run out of its main
Limited.
launched fuel. So it would be
mean-
based on current actual navigation thrusters. And so it definitely would have gone a long ways, but not like warp speeds, just kind of atmospheric launch thrusters. So unless he has actively activated warp or navigation thrusters, it has just kind of been
He was
drifting
pushing
in a
buttons.
direction. Oh, fair
That's-
point. Hey, let's quickly roll a d20 for a complication because I got some threats sitting
Oh, we got
here.
a raid coming in!
Oh my goodness. Hello.
wow.
Oh, Formative
Hello.
Fox. Is
Fox,
that
Thank you.
I love Formative Fox a lot on so many levels.
Thank you.
We appreciate. Thank you so much. We love
get a
you, and we
follow.
can't wait to see you this summer at the Kelowna Comic Con.
Booyah! Small plug. Come and hang out with us in Kelowna
Feel
in
so-
August the 19th and 20th.
Could be super cool.
We're really
Hey.
awesome.
Yeah, we try to be hugely. Also, I see that we gained another $25 donation. That is
I noticed that as
super
well.
amazing from all of you. Is there a description of what that donation is to do?
Not that I can find. Is an anonymous donation for just $25.
Cool. I mean, hey, whoever donated, I really appreciate. If you would like that to take effect and hurt us in any way, feel free to put it in the chat or comment to us what you would like that donation to do. But I am super excited.
Yes. Now, back to the bird who was pushing buttons.
Yes. So, let me quickly roll that d. I was going to roll a d20 and see, but again, we're going to keep it to the Modifius rules. So higher on the d20 is a bad thing, lower on the d20 is a good thing. Oh boy. Okay, so it's a 10. It's perfectly in the middle. You have not activated the warp core yet. That's good. However, small navigation thrusters have continued pushing you, drifting out, which has only pushed you a little bit further from the ship, thankfully, from where the warp stream was. Nothing drastically bad. Be thankful.
Good. Okay, so we can catch it.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fine. You guys caught up pretty quickly. It's not too horrendous.
Also,
you guys
I
are.
feel like we should also refresh for our current rate for all the
Oh yes.
people who started
Yes!
watching because of the Raiders. Welcome to a live stream of Star Trek Adventures.
Welcome to Star Trek Adventures. We are doing a special First Contact Day live stream.
Josiah, just
Yes.
a question. I've been told to ask you to check your DMs.
Check my DMs on
Check your DMs.
on
On
what
I
here.
I don't know. Check them all. Check everything. And while you're checking those, I'm sure we can tell the amazing people in the chat that, hey, this is an awesome live stream, benefiting Brain just got lost there. But anyways, you can spend money and cause trouble. If you spend $50, Josiah has to drink some really gross sour things,
Yes.
and it's gonna be fun. As little $5, you can help us. You can add some momentum or threat to our event. $10, you can add a complication. And if you spend $15, you get to be Q.
Yeah.
And cause whatever effect of your describing to enact upon us immediately.
Exactly.
And just-
So
That has already happened, causing us to have to speak like Captain James T. Kirk for a few minutes.
I mean, if you want to make our phasers fish,
oh yes,
you
and
can.
don't forget to follow Formative Fox as well, and
Yes, please
show her
follow
all the love
Formative Fox
for having brought us this raid.
Already followed.
on
Yay,
all the
Formative
socials.
Fox.
She's truly amazing.
And don't forget that all of the donations go to the BC Children's Hospital through the Extra
That's what
Life
I mixed.
charity.
Truly, thank you.
We got you.
I don't. I have so many DMs. I don't know which app to specify. Am I checking specifically?
Well, it's
Whoever donated, please
1 second. I'm
specify
putting it
which
in our. I'm
DMs.
putting it in the Discord. 1 second.
Huh.
That's all caps. Oops.
Huh.
So, yes. So go find that bean somewhere.
In the meantime,
Okay.
we have
In
an
the
open
meantime-
comms.
We do, and so we're gonna come and get you, buddy. And then when we get back, the question is, guys, are we gonna be honest about what happened and say that the captain accidentally shot the prototype Phoenix into space?
It is our responsibility as Starfleet officers to be honest.
I don't think that one's gonna work out in our favor. I think we sweep it
Our-
all under the rug.
our-
Well, no, I
Our
agree
duty
with
is to
Savvy
the
actually,
truth and nothing.
See. But there's a spin on it.
Our
We
duty
could
is
spin
to
it.
the truth and to uphold the truth. And if you do not uphold the truth, then you do not deserve to wear that uniform.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We got you. We got you. I'm just gonna kind of look at him and be like, it's okay. No one's talking about lying. Chill, buddy. It's okay. I think maybe there's just a nicer way to put it than the captain grabbed the wrong thing, put it in the wrong space, and boom, he spaced our doctor.
Josiah,
He said, yes.
under the Twitch channel, there's 2 messages. That's where he's
Okay.
to look.
Oh, okay, it's in
We
the
got
Twitch
it.
chat.
Okay. Well, so
itself.
just to let
Okay,
you know,
cool.
none of that is logging in properly for me.
Very good. Well,
Having fun with my head.
so how would we spin this then?
I don't know. Let's have some thoughts.
If Dad can send me or copy and paste if there's a way.
We
That'd be nice.
could
Thank you. Okay. Sorry.
we could try to spin this and put it on engineering's
We
shoulders.
could
They,
blame engineering.
they should have been doing the check to begin with, and
Oh,
Or it
that's
could have been a
genius! We can
malfunction.
blame the first officer.
of course.
There we go. If he had actually put engineers on the job, we'd be in space right now.
Or, hear me out, it was a test flight.
Or it was a test flight. Nobody's dead. Nothing's blown up. It was successful, I would say.
Seems to be working just fine. So, I would say a very successful test flight, and it was
we
just
were
an
asked to make sure all
unfortunate-
the systems work.
Well, maybe one. Yeah, exactly.
Sarah, why? Why?
Oh no,
Okay.
why is Josiah looking into the camera like this with his cute
okay.
puppy dog eyes
Um,
saying why?
I'll, keep your guys' plan. I will be back in 1 quick second.
So then the question is, and
Oh.
as I look to Savvy and I'm like, okay, do you understand the importance of not making the captain look bad if you want to stay the pilot of this thing?
I gotta say, I think I just stepped up to the job. I might be the best pilot of this thing it's ever had. Savvy, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, nope, we've lost. He's just gone so quiet.
I know it's an emotional time for you, having been replaced as
There you go.
as
Alright.
the pilot. But,
There we go.
Is this working now? There
Yep.
you go. Also, we got another donation. It looks like it's probably about a $50 donation because it's translation into Canadian. It just the note is "Suffer Josiah."
And I noticed that Sarah said that she wants me to suffer.
Oh, cool.
It's just the way they say they love you. 'Cause you're so pretty. Right, Dan? Exactly.
Wait, I thought, but Sarah's donation was only 25.
For Sarah, I will do it.
No.
So,
If nobody hears from
Doctor.
me in the next day, you know what happened.
Doctor, are you able to stabilize the craft? I would like to come aboard.
I think I got this pretty stable. Am I the right way up?
All of your stabilizing thrusters are still active.
Are you able to tell
You-
him which button to push to turn them off instead of him pushing buttons hoping to turn them off?
Can I? I would have been familiar with the Phoenix.
You should know the craft you're
prototypes.
about to fly, right?
I
So
am hoping to fly.
if he is going to try to navigate it there, he will need to do a control con, and you can assist him.
Can I assist him as well?
Sorry, so you're attempting to fly it back, essentially?
Am I
And-
allowed to? Oh no, we're going to.
Or-
I'm trying to communicate to him to be able to turn off all engines.
Oh, okay. Then
so
that
we
will
can
just
tractor
be
beam it without problems.
a difficulty 1. Actually, yeah,
Can
it's difficulty.
I-
You're just navigating, but it's
Hold
an
on.
old system for something that he was not instructed on how to do.
Can I utilize my control command instead of control
was-
con to assist?
It's going to
Seeing
be.
as I am communicating and.
So, for this sake, because you're communicating it over and I need your awareness of the current situation, it's going to be an insight con.
Okay. I
To-
should probably keep using my con. I have the advisor trait, so I can allow a reroll of 1.
Yeah, no, then you can use that for sure during this, but this will be Abrek's normal control con roll to pilot.
Control con. I think I would like to use one of our momentum again.
Okay, this is just a difficulty 1, so between our 3 dice, we only have to get 1 success out of 3.
Fair
Yeah,
enough,
that's right.
And I
Just
think
like
we're
space.
okay. We don't need it.
And seeing as I'm being allowed to use insight command, I can use the advisor ability that we can re-roll. Like, we can re-roll one of those 3 dice, like before the task resolves.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
ooh, that's a natural 1. That's a good
Woo!
thing.
That's great. That's 2 successes right away. However,
And I got 1 success. And 1 failure. Oh. Down it goes. Ugh.
oh, it's
They're
Blueberry.
So slimy. They're never good. Oh,
Oh, yeah, it's a.
there's something about it. It takes forever to go down the throat as well.
It so does.
It just keeps
lingers.
working its way. It lingers forever.
Oh,
And then you can actually feel the slime make its way through your stomach. It's really one of the most disgusting textures you can have.
it burns. Yeah. So you succeed, and you manage to stabilize and bring it around. How are you planning on
Do
getting
you
him?
wish to use? Sorry, do you wish to re-roll that failure roll just to see if you can get
If
one
you
more
wanna
moment? I guess actually, never mind.
No,
Our
because
momentum
I
pool
was going to
is
say
full.
with that you have maxed out your momentum once again. Let me quickly mark that down while I
Yeah.
digest. How so? Oh no. How do you plan on getting him off?
Oh. Sarah has
What is that? What is that? Oh,
Very good.
oh dear, that is vile. What is that?
Yes,
That
it
is so
in
much-
a
Your
vial.
tongue!
Very correct.
I'm sorry, your tongue!
Oh my
Ah.
god.
It's black.
Yeah. Did I grab all blueberry? Yeah.
I assume. I guess I can
Dan,
communicate this in
I
character.
love you.
We should. Now that the engines are properly deactivated, we should bring the replica back to the Okanagan, utilizing the shuttle's tractor beam. From there, it may be advisable to reactivate the model's maneuvering thrusters to carefully move it into the shuttle bay. For the sake of the safety of the craft, I should transfer on board the model to be able to guide it into the shuttle bay.
I agree. I can fly this thing. You take that thing. Race you.
Once we are there, we can use the Okanagan's transporters to get me on board, like into the cockpit of the Phoenix.
Okay.
Cool.
I do not believe that the Phoenix was designed for ship-to-ship docking.
No.
Thus, it does not have a proper docking collar. It would not be safe to open in the vacuum of space.
Not unless we want to kill the doctor, which I don't think we want to.
I would
he's
prefer
a-
not.
Yeah, we would prefer to keep you two. So, all right, goal: make it to the ship or meet the ship. It's on its way to us. Transport what? Swap.
I will activate the tractor beam. If you can hail the USS Okanagan to let them know of our status.
Can do.
All right. So you can start by opening subspace communications. No roll for that. That's easy to do.
Just push the button.
Do I have to roll anything to lock on and activate the tractor beam?
No, it's all computer system guidance. So that's pretty easy going. You do get the opening, this USS Okanagan to shuttle. What do you guys want to name the shuttle, by the way? Does chat have a name for this shuttle? Does the chat want to name
I'm
this
sorry, no,
shuttle?
I'm
Shuttlecraft.
Shuttle Blueberry.
No!
Yep, it's the blueberry. The sour blueberry? I don't know.
Yeah, the sour blueberry.
The sour blueberry.
Sour blue.
Ugh.
I think our
Oh.
Good job.
This is the USS Okanagan,
Chat.
the shuttle
You just-
Blueberry.
Hi, Okanagan. Is the start. We've got the Phoenix. I'm gonna be sending our coordinates over so that you can meet up with us, so that we can We're gonna ask you to help us teleport Savek over so he can pilot it back into the ship.
I feel like I should point this out, like out of character. I should point this out. It is actually entirely unnecessary for Savek to be on board the Phoenix to move it. They can just tractor beam it all the way in.
No, but we're gonna put you on the ship.
He is trying to to fly it.
He wants to play.
He is looking for this big opportunity. This is his big break. He can prove that he can fly the Phoenix model, a true antique.
I love this Vulcan.
Loud
You
and
recover and
clear.
fine there.
Sour Blueberry. It burns. It actually. Oh, that much is not intended for.
You need some
Consumption.
water,
Oh, I
milk,
saw Megan in the background briefly.
holy water. Is a Megan.
Oh
my God.
Is that she's?
We will keep you on.
It's
open
Megan's carrying me.
on deep
She's like,
space scanners.
is Megan going to bed?
The Megan is going to bed.
Good night, Megan. We love you.
Good night, Megan. Oh boy. Yeah, you are clear for transportation. Reopen comms when you are in range.
Watch you, and then I'm gonna push the magical little button and be like, "Bloop."
As you do that, you hear Okanagan cuts off. Oh,
Gonna survive there?
this is gonna change my physiology after this, just so you know.
Is this the part where you start turning into an alien? Are you gonna grow tentacles?
I might after that.
Are you gonna turn into a blueberry?
Mistakes were made.
Is this Willy Wonka?
Great. This is. I was gonna say this is Willy Wonka.
Yeah. So, you managed to lock on your tractor beam. You can.
We pull it into a safe position, below the shuttlecraft, and. Oh, another important question. The flatbed that the shuttlecraft was on. Is it still on that?
No, it was lost off into space. When it entered the
Do we have to go get the flatbed?
No, that was closer. They're not too concerned. They can fabricate more. It's fine.
Hashtag littering.
Empty space can't get Kepler syndrome.
Oh. So you get it in, like you get it close. You can enter warp, no problem. Anything else you guys wish to do before we transition our scene back to space outside of the Okanagan?
I think we're good.
Cool. We are going to you guys maxed out your momentum, so we eliminate one momentum as we transition back to the next scene. You enter in. There is a shuttle pod, a shuttle carrying a Phoenix recreation in its tractor beam that pulls in. It turns out that when the Okanagan pulled out of warp, it was pretty close to orbit above the planet. So the planet is of Talindus 3 is in view, clearly above you. You pull in a bit closer, specifically because of your usage in security and your training and wishing to be a security officer. Emily, can you roll me a security insight check?
Absolutely,
Insight
anything for
security
you.
would be thank you. This is a difficulty 1. Oh no, I like this.
Can I lie?
No. No, you may not.
I rolled a nat 20 and a 13.
Reminder to our viewers that in this game, a nat 20 is not good.
What was your success number?
That's my insight plus security, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
11.
Okay. So you go and you come in and you're getting ready to open comms once again. And I'm going to bank that threat for a complication later. You press a button and you're like, huh, that wasn't comms. It's fine. And you click the comms button again.
Did I fire a torpedo at the ship? That would have been bad.
Not yet. But as you are approaching up closer to the Okanagan, there's a strange amount of debris and asteroids around here. As you guys are, but otherwise everything seems to be fine. When you try to open up comms, though, you don't get an answer.
Oh dear.
Everyone notices the asteroid. Savik, you don't hear you saw her open the comms and no response. Oh.
That's right. It just makes me laugh. Just the comment. Your dice are supposed to do the thing. Roll the 20.
Oh,
Yay!
yes. Yes.
Also, welcome, Wheelgirl.
My poor dice.
Again, for those who are confused, nat 20s are bad things in this
You want
game.
to roll
Yeah.
low?
Oh no,
You want to
Chef
roll
Kirk
lower.
knows. They know.
Yeah, just putting that there. Just in
The
case.
dice
I
just
see
they're
the
trying
numbers,
to be good.
I see the numbers change over here, so just putting that out there.
Okay, so we noticed that the comms haven't activated. I'm gonna ask Doc. Hey, Doc, are your comms working? Because ours aren't.
Let me give this a check.
You click the
Lieutenant.
open hailing frequencies button, and you get no response.
I don't think there's anything.
If there was something wrong with our comms, we wouldn't be able to communicate with each other.
Stop being so damn logical. We know that.
Is there any visible damage to the ship, like to the Okanagan?
You don't see anything outright, but there is an odd like the asteroids in this area are strangely close. Like they're close to. They don't seem like they've impacted with the ship, but they're strangely close. They're stationary to the ship.
Lieutenant, check the asteroids for interference.
If you are wishing to check the asteroids, you can give them a scan. What kind of scan are you wanting to do?
What we're using short range comms, that would be just standard EM communication.
But if you're checking, so that you can give a science and
Science.
insight check.
Can I assist on this?
And it will. So I will ask you to actually.
I will
do
be
that.
assisting you.
Yeah. However, we will have the shuttle assist you. So essentially, Savik, you won't be able to assist with this because the computer is the one assisting on this check.
Okay.
The shuttle will be assisting with its sensors science ability.
Okay.
So. Okay.
So what are we using for this? Science and
Insight.
Science and insight. Okay, so shit. Okay.
Don't forget you can spend momentum.
Can I spend a momentum to get another dice?
Yeah.
What did you roll?
An 11 and a 15.
Okay. Are at least one of those successes?
Yes.
You succeed.
Okay.
You do get some odd resistance and odd
Chat,
interference.
Borgo. Please no.
Pardon? What?
Borgopogo.
Oh no, Borgopogo. Again, hey, donations can come through, and add a complication could add a Borgopogo. Just floating
I'm
through space
sorry,
here.
but from now on, the Borgopogo needs to be a thing.
Actually, I think Borgopogo
Please,
really is at
no.
least a Q edition here.
I really don't think the Borgopogo needs to exist.
For the for the
I'm
USS
sorry.
Okanagan.
It's already a thing. Now I need a stuffy made of it.
Please, please, someone do this. So you do a scan, and there is something. There is a weird amount of interference coming off
Chef
of.
Cards, what are you talking about? You said you got it.
Oh no.
What are you talking about?
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Oh no.
This is, there's a moment as a GM sometimes that
It hasn't.
things
The
come
donation
along.
hasn't shown up yet.
So,
Hasn't shown up
Weebles
yet.
activate. Yes, Weebles. We need you to go draw us a Borgopogo.
Stop.
Quick, move on before they can add a Borgopogo to this.
So, strange amount of interference from asteroids. However, you're finding that it's coming through countering waves, as if something inside the asteroids was some form of technology actually actively countering your communications.
Is it giving any form of frequency?
I will let you roll me I'll let you spend an extra. So don't forget, when you succeed on a roll or on a task, you can spend momentum to gain extra things. You can spend 1 momentum here to use an obtain information check.
Ooh.
Want
Wanna do that, guys?
Find that out.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. Let's obtain some
Amazing.
information.
Obtain information. Cool. So, you.
Oh no! It's been a $15 donation. from Chef Karks with just the notes on
Sorry.
Pogo.
I am really quickly looking up Borg stats.
Oh, I like my new humans. They're fun.
You know, all I should.
Yeah?
I would like to point out. I don't know particularly where this adventure is going, but I do know for a fact that we haven't actually reached the center of where the adventure was supposed to take place.
Hey, when I run my adventures, I plan an idea and let the game take me the rest of the way. Nothing is ever fixed. I just didn't think I would have to be looking up combat stats for a shuttle. That was something I didn't prepare for, so I'm happy.
Or I guess we could probably assume that an Ogopogo being I can't remember what kind of dinosaur, but like it's probably no larger than like a Borg probe. Like those little potato-shaped things.
Yeah.
A Springfield class starship would be able to outmatch said probe, so long as they don't get boarded.
Okay.
So long as we don't get boarded.
Okay, that has. Oh, that's cool. Absolutely amazing. Your shuttle has no weapons, so.
Oh my god!
We just have to run for our lives. Tom,
I'm going to.
chill. Chill. No, don't board the ship.
So.
Don't Borgify.
So
our
I
vessel.
will quickly point out that what you guys will want most likely, I'm going to metagame a little and say what you'll want to do
Hold on.
is get onto your onto the Okanagan sooner than
Sorry,
later.
just a quick question. Does the shuttle have transporters? I know some shuttles do, but does this one have onboard transporters?
Now, here's the problem, however. So even if we have transporters, our dock doesn't.
If we have transporters, we can beam him onto the shuttle,
Oh,
or
true.
ourselves onto the Okanagan.
They could be short-range shuttles. Things.
Hey Sam, you have a thing of always be prepared, right? Like a value or something along the
cautious
preparedness?
curiosity.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, you're always
But the
prepared.
assumption.
Always prepared, always vigilant.
Mine is kind of
So,
caution.
would
and,
you like to
not-
spend a point of determination to add a particular advantage to this to say that back when you guys went, you thought maybe it would be a good idea to have a shuttle with transporter on it?
Absolutely, because I knew that we had to get the dock off the ship, possibly.
Yeah, absolutely good idea. You can spend that point of determination for always be prepared to have a
Perfect.
transporter on board.
Okay, so we have a
sorry.
transporter on board.
Sorry, Dad. As you're running, so our dad's running the Sweet Nims Knickknacks moderation right now. Look, I appreciate you trying to get more donations, but quite frankly, I am afraid of more donations right now.
Hey,
I'm
look,
sorry. No,
I
no,
am
boys, have you
afraid.
read what Chef put in there for the Borgapogo?
Oh,
the
yes.
Borgapogo, your
Yeah, we are the Borgapogo.
your Okanagan.
Technological and technological distinctiveness will be added to our own resistance is futile.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, my craft breweries.
My craft breweries and lime scooters.
Oh
My
man.
high rises downtown.
Why do we live in a city that only has one bridge out of it?
Oh my goodness. So cool.
A
Quick
square with a
thinking.
tail and legs, my dear Weebles. That's more giving Trogdor vibes.
So
Yeah, I was assuming that like a Borgapogo is just an assimilated dinosaur.
Yeah.
That apparently can travel through space.
you guys are looking, and the asteroids start shifting ever so slightly. You're
no,
trying
please
you're
don't
trying
tell
to
me it's
figure out
alive.
what it does, and you see a green tail lick around one side and disappear behind one of the asteroids. You're still getting no answer back, and you notice at this point that power seems to be at half on the Okanagan.
Oh, no. Are we okay? So are we're not? Are we within range of the Okanagan to beam ourselves to it?
First of
you're
all-
you're getting close to the range to be able to beam on if you
Okay.
like. You notice that there are no shields up right now.
Lieutenant, I advise we should scan the Okanagan. There seems to be something wrong.
I agree.
Absolutely. Once again, give me a insight science, and we will assist you with the. Would someone else like to assist by rolling a sensors? Or just rolling it?
the
Roll me a d20,
sensors.
and
Single-
we are aiming for a sensors science. That's a 5 plus. Okay, you're hoping for below 6.
I got a 2 and a 5.
Below 6. That's an 11.
So
Well, you're no help.
that's okay. We have enough success from
Also,
Emily rolled enough success to be able to utilize that.
Boother, why?
Huh?
It's an 11. Like I'm assuming that's a $15 donation. Why?
Wait. Did you say booster?
Yeah, that is.
Like- My booster?
Yeah, that is your husband.
What does Q do to our friends? Do to our friends?
Well, what happens? Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Does booster give us
happens?
weapons, please?
Do we suddenly find out our shuttle is equipped with a Death Star laser?
Yes.
This is why I love GMing. Okay. So
Did he say what? I didn't see him say what.
I don't see coming through. I'm just so happy. So you've done a scan of the USS Okanagan, and you find there are still life signs aboard, but not much movement. Power is at half, and if you do the more location scanning, you find that nobody is in the upper half or located near the bridge itself.
Does this ship's saucer by any chance dissect?
It does not.
Okay, so they're just hiding?
They're probably having a drink already. We all know what the captain and the first mate are like, real party animals.
Yeah.
We are too close to a very major celebration. Someone should be on board the bridge, even if it is the secondary shift.
The larger asteroid, is moving towards you.
Can we get away
can
from
I?
the asteroid?
Yeah, can I just then do like a little bit of evasive action to just get out of the way a little bit, make sure it's not gonna.
It diverts
I see.
course and keeps seeming to follow your heading as you shift your heading.
I calmly accelerate more and divert course one more time, trying to then duck around the saucer section of the Okanagan.
As you duck around it, you see the asteroid is in a proper pursuit course behind you. It's not going fast, but it is matching your
I'm just-
speed.
Just very calmly, Savak just turns. Lieutenant, would you mind beaming the doctor on board the shuttle?
Can do. Not a problem.
Has anyone else noticed this yet?
Yeah, I think everyone's getting kind of panicked here. I will say that you still are towing the Phoenix behind you. Doctor, you are feeling that it's being dragged behind, and there is an asteroid oddly pursuing you. As you look at the asteroid, you see a green slither go along the one side and disappear around the asteroid.
There's something on this asteroid, boys. We got it. Is it? No one's ever gonna believe me.
All right, so Doc, we're
I
gonna
recommend you get
on
some
board
really
here,
good
okay?
low quality video footage of it real quick.
That is its special feature. Is it emits a radiation field that damages camera quality of any recordings captured of it.
Yep, pretty much. Be like, that's not like a monster. That's a scuba diver in space. Obviously, it's a sturgeon. Hello.
as you do circle around being pursued, I will say you look to the side and you will notice that all the shuttle bay doors are still open.
Okay, good. Okay, so I have an idea. Okay, I have a great idea. Here's the thing. This thing still has like its mini thrusters on, right? So what?
We deactivated
What if
the
we?
main all maneuvering thrusters.
Crap,
on
you
the
did.
Phoenix.
Right. Okay. So what if we set the shippy thing to like we beam the doctor aboard, okay, and then like we start heading towards the shuttle bay, and then while it's heading towards the shuttle bays, we beam ourselves onto the bridge, and it'll just dock itself, and then like hit the wall and stop, and then we could like totally use the main sensors to be like, what the hell's going on?
That would likely damage the shuttlecraft. Though
We could fix it.
the both of you can beam on board. I can keep this this rogue asteroid distracted out here.
Okay. So
And I can safely dock the Phoenix replica into the shuttle bay.
all right. So you transport onto the Phoenix, and then me and Doc are gonna jump onto the bridge. Sound about right?
No, we beam the doctor
leave
on
the
board
shuttle.
the shuttle. Beam the doctor on board the shuttlecraft. Then you two, I will make a pass close to the bridge. You two will beam directly to the bridge.
That's what I
will
just
remain
said.
on board the shuttlecraft, and leave and direct the Phoenix model to the shuttle bay.
I got okay. We're on the
Very
same
good.
page. Very well.
Boy. All right.
Okay.
So, you guys are attempting some interesting, somewhat risky moves with some of the interference coming through.
I wouldn't say risky. I'd say inventive.
Inventive is definitely correct, and I am all on board for it, and I love what you guys are doing. So, as you guys go along, the bridge is in range if you'd like to lock on with your transporters.
Yeah.
Locking on.
So that's going to take Savek, you will have to be the one to actually activate it. However, I will allow whichever you think between you and Emily to set the coordinates to actually roll for the transporter.
Seeing as she probably has the higher science rating, I will let her set the coordinates.
All right.
And also, as you start to get up, it's like, Doctor, Lieutenant, I advise you bring phasers. We do not know what has happened to the Okanagan.
there
I always have a phaser.
there are no phasers on the Phoenix, just so you know, but there are
That's
extra
okay,
phasers
I've-
on the... Okay.
But I got a phaser on my hip just because. Who doesn't
Maybe like
wanna wear a phaser?
And would there not be some
Ensign
phases on the
Savik will-
USS?
Ensign Savik will pull out his own phaser and hand it off to.
The
Now I got
USS
two!
Blueberry should have
Yeah.
phases.
Or a pulse rifle. Oh,
Pulse
do we have
rifles.
pulse rifles?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Um,
We're gonna go directly onto the ship's main.
some of the puns going on is fantastic.
Oh.
But no,
So good.
I'm missing out
you
on
guys are
puns.
the chat's
Are you
Oh,
not
I'm
pleased?
phasing in and out.
All right, so I'll grab. Obviously, we have a small armory on board
Yes.
the shuttle. I'm assuming that's what people are saying. So I will go and unlock the small armory, and I will grab. If there is, do we have a phaser rifle?
yeah, there will be-
Probably not. Probably not. Like this is Starfleet. There'd be phaser pistols.
shuttles
it wouldn't be
often
like
have
them
a
to
have a
bring-
basic complement of what is considered standard issue weaponry, and
Okay.
phase
Yeah, that, but like I
phasers
thought
1, 2, and
rifles
3
were
are.
considered.
Let me quickly double check the unless someone else wants to quickly has a faster access to the table of weapons.
Put it in the chat.
I got it right
Chat.
here.
Oh, okay, perfect. Does it list it as a standard issue as a phaser type 3?
Yep. Phaser 1, Phaser 2, standard issue. Phaser 3 is opportunity and escalation. It says is
Okay. So opportunity means it will have to have been grabbed off of the main ship beforehand, but you can grab 2 type 2 phasers, which are the
Okay.
in this era the TV remote control ones.
It does, however, say particle rifles are standard.
Okay. Oh wait, no, particle
So,
rifles are not Federation though.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang it. I was all
Yeah,
excited. I'm
that's
like,
for.
"Ooh."
I think that's for the Klingon.
No, I don't want the Klingons. I want to have fun. Anyways, okay, so I'll grab. I've got my own personal phaser, and so I'll grab the Daka phaser,
Perfect.
and we are good to go.
All right. We
The
have
Deadpool.
we have a difficulty 2 sensors and science control as you are trying your best. That doesn't help. Nope.
So,
Nope.
so we need to roll a what?
Science control. Come on.
Lock on.
No. You can decide now if you'd like to take an extra momentum to roll.
So my science and control is a 13, and I rolled a 5.
And you roll 2. For yours, you were the main person setting it up, so you can roll 2.
And did you say you were going to use a momentum
Would
to
you
roll
like
this?
to use a momentum to add an extra dice to this?
No, because I rolled a 7 as well. So a 5 and a 7.
okay.
Perfect. That's 2 successes. That is a successful task. So, Doctor, you are sitting in your chair, and the beam of light comes around you. Your vision fades out, and then you are aboard the familiar bridge of the USS Okanagan. However, it is a lot darker than you're usually used to. Both you and Emily notice
who
there
turned
are
out the
nobody
lights?
here.
Oh, damn it, they new Trekified it.
My
Okay.
goodness.
Moving on to the next.
Can I attempt to go and turn the lights on the bridge up?
I mean, wouldn't that just be computers? A computer?
Yeah.
activate
Hey,
light?
computer, activate light. The computer. Oh, wait, no. Computer set lights to 100%. Computer set bridge lights to 100%.
Let's go 60. I don't want to get blinded here.
They light up and it's quite bright, but it's like flashes over. There's a couple lens flares that come over you.
Oh no, it's been Abrams!
However, just as this moment, you look out in the main sort of view screen, and you can see the shuttlecraft going by, and the followed by the Phoenix in its tractor beam, and behind it there is a asteroid. Not too far. It seems to be gaining a bit of speed behind the shuttlecraft, and on the back of it, you see a long serpentine creature with there's a couple glowing lights kind of showing and flashing from the edges of it. And if you look closely, is that a second? There's 2.
Oh my god.
Oh, is that what
There's
you did
2 of
with
them.
Luther's donation? This is getting out of hand. Now there is 2 of them.
Dad, what have you done?
Wrong franchise. No.
Oh my god. I'm so like. I thought he was gonna help us.
I'd like to point
Oh
out
wait, you didn't
nobody...
choose to do that? Okay, never mind. He didn't know what you were gonna do. Never mind.
I'd like
Who's
to
to
point
say
out
that's
nobody
exactly
has
what-
donated to help us, the players.
Nobody's
What are you
added
talking
any
about?
help.
This
No
is a
momentum.
prime example of something great for us. We're gonna enjoy craft breweries now.
Oh my god, no. Okay, so obviously I'm gonna also so the asteroid is stalking Savvy. So are we able to activate the tractor beam on the big ship to be like, Okanagan, nope, we're gonna latch onto the asteroid?
You can absolutely do that. So when you go onto this,
not to metagame, but it might be good to raise shields.
Oh, but if we raise shields, you can't get in the shuttle bay.
yep, that's also fair.
Fair.
Shuttles
just
can't go
gather-
through.
Or at least gather information before taking action.
Okay.
Well, if we
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
yeah, okay.
Can we scan the
we can scan it.
Yeah, let's scan these whatever they are.
Absolutely.
And then I'd like to open comms to them.
You want to
To
talk
the
to them?
things.
Yeah, of course. I love
Okay.
me something new.
I'm gonna trust the doctor on this one. So yeah. True. Chef is right. You can go through if you match the polarity of the shields with the same of the yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Which
If
is
you
Thank you
modulate-
for that
there'd be
extra
if you guys
information.
open communication, if we open communication between the shuttle and the ship, then
I
we
remember
can.
that episode. I love. But anyways, so we are going to scan the thing, and then the doc wants to talk to it.
So,
Or how about this? What if the doc talks to it, says hello while I'm scanning it? Oh, we're black again.
oh, sorry. Yeah, because
we go.
I did the wrong thing. Are we visible? Nope, we're still not visible. Darn.
Just
Hold
give it
on.
a sec. And remember, there's about a 30-second lag.
Yep.
Yep.
I like to say that sometimes
There we
I focus my some of my previous training into psychology, and I'd really like to break down what these things are thinking and what their true motivations in life are. So I'd like to be direct in this conversation I have with them.
Okay.
All right.
You can send out. You can send out a open a hailing frequency aimed directly at it. When you, I will say, as you're opening, you don't get visual communication with it. What would you like to say?
Greetings, this is our first contact, one might say.
There's a reason why he's not a communications officer.
I'd like you to come by for a quick exam. We haven't seen you in the last 3 months. It's time for your checkup. Your dental's getting pretty bad. I'd like to see if it has any anxiety over its dental care.
As you speak this out to it, you hear, "We are the Borga Pogo."
I have
your late individuality will be added to our own. Resistance is futile.
So what you're saying is you're codependent with each other.
You will lower your shields and allow us to board your ship.
The shields are lowered.
You're not very good at
Oh,
this.
sorry. I thought you raised it again. My bad.
Prepared to be boarded? Is that what you're trying to
Yeah,
say?
yes.
Well-
Prepare to be boarded. With what we
So now
meant.
while he's talking to them, I'm scanning them, right?
Yes. Roll me your standard science insight,
2 successes.
and that's one extra success given by the starship, generating an extra momentum.
Momentum pool
Another
is full
success.
again.
Um,
Also, I am headed towards the shuttle bay when we can.
This is an especially it is definitely Borg, but it's a different variant of Borg. It is not what you're normally used to coming across. This thing seems to be entirely disconnected, and it is a hive of 2.
One of one and one of two and two of two.
Yes, yeah, exactly. They have a basic biological stature that is augmented by Borg mechanics. They are somehow using some of their own personal technology to propel the asteroid, allowing them to not have to fly through space on their own.
See, and I'm just envisioning what makes me chuckle is the fact that because there's 2 of them and they're on an asteroid, they're just spinning around it, just rotating the asteroid, so it's spinning in the air like a golf ball.
Well, because we always know Ogopogo's often seen swirling in circles, so. It is
dear.
as you are doing this, as you have communicated with it and you've scanned with it, it is attempting to follow the shuttlecraft into the shuttle bays.
Sorry, do I notice that
No! Okay.
Do I notice that it is follow?
You will see that on your basic sensors that it is following you. However,
So-
you have a bit of time. If you guys time this right, you guys can try to get in.
So I'm gonna make sure that we relay
will-
to Savvy. So can
I
he
will
hear what's
hail-
happening?
No, I will hail the ship as of now.
Okay. Okay.
And
Hailing
just-
frequencies open.
Ensign Savek to. I'm sorry. I've forgotten. Okay, sorry, it's Ensign, like Lieutenant.
I'm not
I
a
had your
lieutenant,
name.
actually. It's funny. It didn't give me that option, and I thought you said none of us could be more. Are we lieutenant? Am I a
We can
lieutenant?
be
You guys can be
Lieutenant
Lieutenant
junior
junior
grade.
grade, yeah.
But I
I'm happy
chose
being a lieutenant. So Lieutenant Star is here, chilling.
Ensign Savek to Lieutenant Star. Are you? Can you read me?
I read you loud and clear, Savvy. So, do you want the good news or the
Is-
bad news?
Unfortunately, both will have to wait. The object is pursuing me towards the shuttle bay. I need you to
Okay.
be able to close the shuttle bay doors as soon as I am inside.
We gotta work on your communication skills, okay? Really. I
Lieutenant,
am aware of the fact that it is.
Lieutenant,
We are
I
aware.
am running out of time. I am.
Oh my god. Okay,
It is-
fine, fine.
is closing
Get in the
on-
shuttle bay. I'll shut the door. Just
It is closing
We'll
on
talk
my
later.
position.
we can see that.
I am very stressed about this.
I can tell, but you could communicate a little better, Doc. I think you need to work with him on his communication skills.
It's
My
been
emotional
working.
communication is superior to most of my Vulcan peers.
Yeah, it's true.
At least I acknowledge that I have emotions.
Unfortunately,
I'll give you
this
that.
is- It's the
You're
best
better than
you
most
got.
Vulcans. All right, so
Is that malic acid come back upon you? there,
Yeah,
Star?
it's constantly resurging on me. Thanks, Sarah. I love you.
Alright, I will attempt to.
okay, so if there was a Q by any chance that would be willing to help us with this, it would be amazing if the Q could like do something. Nice.
There's great possibilities. If a Q or
Don't remind them of the cube.
Or-
The shields, the
or-
doors might not work.
I'm just saying,
Okay, no,
sometimes an
Might turn into
Ogopogo,
butterflies.
sometimes an Ogopogo belongs on an Okanagan, and you could give me a complication just the same.
Wait! I have an idea.
what I
Is there
might
any
do-
way we could transport the Borgapogos into the holodeck?
I think they're a little big for a holodeck.
No! If we turn the holodeck into an aquarium or something.
So, despite the fact
That's
that
cool.
so a holodeck can project a sizable space,
What?
it can project a space larger, but its actual
This is
physical
Star Trek
space
4.
is limited. And so, if the Borgopogo is larger than the physical volume of
But this
the
is where I'm
holodeck,
supposed
it
to be
will
doing a
not
scan.
fit into the.
Can-
It will not fit into that area.
Can we scan the Borgopogo to find out if it'll fit in the holodeck?
I mean, you already have a scan.
Based on visuals, it would be too big to fit in a holodeck. But where it would fit is in the canonically decided decks of starships that are actually filled with liquid and whales. The dolphin decks.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying.
Seal off a section of.
Transparent aluminum. We kept it.
If there is anybody out there willing
Cetacean
to,
Ops, is that what it's called?
I think there might be.
That's what Chef Kargs puts in the chat there.
If someone is willing to throw us a either a like donation of either for Q, or I will allow the
Am
complication
I allowed to
inflict-
spend my own money?
You are absolutely
Yeah,
allowed to if you
absolutely.
want to, and just allow this to perfectly work. I'm just, you know what? I'm a little worried that at this point on, canonically, the USS Okanagan will have Ogopogos in its water. As its Borgopogo
Borgopogos.
specifically as its navigation
Love it.
ops.
I-
So someone
out,
should
it
call
is-
PETA or something. Thank you so
should-
much, Chelsea. I just
Deep Blue Borg. Well, that's the name of this.
Oh my
adventure now.
goodness.
Whatever it was going to be, it's now the Deep Blue Borg. I should also point out it's generally a bad idea to bring Borg on board a starship. They can still do things to their
Well,
surroundings.
Well,
I am
What are
not
they
on the
gonna
bridge,
do?
so I do not. have the
Borgify
ability.
the dolphins?
Yes,
Okay.
they absolutely can and will do that.
Well,
Yeah, thank you for describing our problem. So,
that is probably.
I suggest you
the most
seal off a
terrifying
section
thing I've
of
ever heard.
citation ops.
can you please roll me a con control as you are really carefully trying to get in here without...
Does my focus of evasive action do anything?
that lets you re-roll, doesn't it? Or what is that?
I don't remember.
Oh no,
I don't remember what
sorry, your
focuses do.
focus. Your focus. Sorry. Yes, absolutely. That will give you the crit rating.
Okay, perfect.
What is...
He will I will position the Phoenix model, like move it up beside me, so rather than below me, so that way we can fit like in a.
We got a success on the
Okay,
shuttlecraft.
I will also, just because I am nervous about this, I'm going to spend a momentum to get to roll 3 d20s for this.
Amazing.
So we are con control. Please roll well. Oh, perfect. So we got actually
for difficulty
2
3.
successes and 1 crit success.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
So that gives us an overflow of momentum. What are my momentum spends again? Can
So
I
you
create an
can-
advantage in the moment?
You absolutely can.
Can I spend some of that momentum? Ooh, what should we do?
What kind of advantage?
Can
do you want?
I try to I'm trying to set the Phoenix model down as gently as I quickly can, so it's probably going to drop a little bit.
Yeah.
But before
It's been
the
through some work right here.
bay doors close, can I spin the shuttle around, fire the tractor beam again onto the asteroid, and essentially try to shove it back to kind of maybe stun them a bit, jar them a little?
You certainly can using that momentum spend. That's 2 momentum, right? To
Ooh,
create, is that 1 or
You've
2
been
momentum?
rated by
to-
Fablemancers.
Whoa, hello,
Thanks for bringing 3 more viewers to our chat.
Thanks for helping us.
Happy
Happy
first
first contact day.
Happy first contact day.
Always.
Oh, apparently we also got a donation.
We've got wow, look at that. So that is wonderfully so you push it out and because we are kind of coming to the end of where I wanted to bring this evening to for events.
We also got a $15 donation saying the transport aluminum tank with security is on board and ready.
So you
We now have new pets.
you managed to spin it. This is incredible. You are speeding in there. As you go in, you use your quick momentum to pull back on the tractor beam and completely stabilize the momentum and drop the Phoenix as you spin around so you can face out the doors. You see 2 twirling open mouths of Borgapogos. That is a thing now. Borgapogos coming at you, and you activate your tractor beam, and you trap and you hit and push back just as the bay doors shut, and it goes spinning out.
Just for flavor, as the as he activates the tractor beam, he just fingers up, bang, and hits the button.
Wow, that is really over the top for the Vulcan. And in that moment, there's a quick you all hear in your ears a quick and a flash, and you guys are all up here sitting again in an empty 10 forward where this all started. And behind the bar,
Where am my Borgapogo?
behind the bar, you see someone just kind of their back face to you, wearing sort of just like a civilian uniform, cleaning a dish or a cup.
Are you? Okay, guys.
Where
okay.
is the shuttlecraft?
Where are the where's the asteroid?
This The bartender turns around. It's not a man you recognize. And he looks at, he's got a very smug look on his face. And he looks at the three of you, he's like, very interesting, very ingenuitive, especially for Starfleet. Strange. Considering you all come from planets where first contact barely matters, you fought very hard for it. Why?
Correct and strange monologuing man. I'm from Earth.
Oh, my apologies. Your pointed ears diverted me.
They're
First
cute, though,
Contact
I
Day
think.
is also important to the Vulcans. After all, it was first contact between the Vulcans and the humans.
Yeah. We know the Vulcan superior things came and we're like, hey, look, we're better than you.
I never claimed Vulcans were superior. In fact, Vulcans made many stumbling steps in their own beginnings. Many flaws were pointed out by the humans during their earlier years of space travel.
You can point out
I
your
suggest
flaws
you-
even now.
I suggest you read the files on the NX-01 Enterprise.
Therapy.
Yeah, we're working on him. Don't worry.
And my feathered friend, you seemed to be quite interested in helping here.
I'm always here to help. It's what I do.
So,
I'm a doctor.
what happened to the asteroid? Do we not have new pets?
Oh, of course.
But
They are found.
can I roll something to see if I ever have heard of this? Like if I am familiar with this entity at all.
It's okay, chef. On far.
Yeah. So, say dear Lord. I had to. Superior logic. Barbar Knights, dear Lord.
I mean, personally, I think I'd love to see between the emotional Vulcan and the actual, like, emotional Vulcan, who would win in a wrestling match.
Oh, that might have to be a good. Well, thanks for the name of my next short film.
Yeah.
This strange person says, "Oh, of course. I suppose you can have them if you like." And he snaps, and you hear just kind of like a resonant ping in the distance. "You can have them, I suppose. How did you like them? They're my creation."
They were horrifying.
Oh, come. That is always up to interpretation, is it not? One man's horror is another man's pet. Mine
Well, now the
particularly.
doctor
but-
can get to know them.
I believe the prospect of being assimilated by the Borg is second to none for the worst fate a sentient being can suffer.
I will admit, I've been watching this day with quite a bit of curiosity. I had no idea what exactly the Federation was. A friend of mine, actually from the Continuum, directed me on to some of his interests in the exploits amidst your Federation. And I thought that perhaps I would, by the luck of the draw, find one of you. Congratulations. I am entertained. Enjoy your pets. Oh, and just so you know, quick snap judgments for even a Federation. Just because they have Borg in their name doesn't mean they have to be hated.
The Borg typically do not hate anything. They simply wish to strip the individuality. and
There are some
independence.
Borg in Starfleet, though.
Liberated
Indeed.
Borg, yes.
Well, enjoy your pets, and I will be watching you with great curiosity. He disappears out, and you guys find yourself on the bridge of the starship.
Anybody else going to be showering with clothes on from now on?
The rest of the crew, the bridge crew, is also on the bridge.
I believe we have had an encounter with with one of the entities known as Q. There are reports of numerous of them.
The captain turns around and he's like, sorry, what?
Just to clarify, Captain.
I was somewhere else, and now I'm here. Hold on.
Okay, so
What
he's
just
aware
happened?
of the effects as well. Okay, so Doctor, we may need to double check if any of the crew or anyone else within the crew is currently confused or has lost some time. have fun with that.
You hear the communications officer off to the side, a human with a big, bushy, thick mustache who just has that full dad vibe, who's just sitting there, hey guys, so I'm getting weird readings from inside the ship, doing just a quick double, checking of all the systems and making sure all are okay. We're getting interesting stuff in Cetacean Ops. There seems to be some form of serpentine creature inhabiting the deck.
Savek makes eye contact with him and says, "That would be the Borgopogos." Then turns around and walks towards the helm console to check our current coordinates to see if we are still in our destination system.
You guys are currently in the destination system above Trelindis 3. Ready for first contact day celebrations. Everything else seems to be normal. As you guys
Technically, we've had a first contact as well, and the science officer in me is quite fascinated to get to know our friends, but I'm also going to issue a bit of a warning. Please do not let them out.
They should be properly contained. After all,
Agreed.
we do not know the nature of their Borg implants.
At this point, we're going to take a moment of just phasing off into the stars. You hear and we hear Captain's Log, Stardate 4359.7. So we were on our way to Trelindis 3 to celebrate First Contact Day amongst the colonists. However, due to strange, unforeseen circumstances, the Phoenix model in the shuttle bay had an engine malfunction that launched it out the shuttle pod doors and sent it spiraling through the warp field into space. Luckily, a heroic group of our esteemed junior officers. Yeah?
Sorry, no, you're okay.
Okay. Of our esteemed junior officers were, went out to rescue one of the other officers who heroically stay behind in the model Phoenix to recover it safely. However, upon return, they found an anomalous creature that seemed to get here by riding on a asteroid that took over the ship, strangely unexplained, possibly due to the Q entity that seemed to interfere on board our ship. The entire crew was sent to some of the lower decks of the ship, unable to do anything, and entirely in their own days of paradise. Luckily, our heroic officers came back and took care of the Borgopogos, as they are known. However, upon further inspection, we find they are not Borg. It turns out they're just kind of like a big fish that seems to be there, but looks like some kind of bigger, more mythical creature that's just confused for a large fish that floats through space. However, they are currently acting as a navigation on board the USS Okanagan.
Also, I think Tom has utilized his second donation to say, suddenly the entire crew is compelled to recite in unison the opening monologue of the late 20th century Earth television show known as Star Trek.
All
right, guys.
So apparently, hold on a sec, I'm getting compelled to say something.
3, 2, 1. Space.
Space.
The final frontier. These are the voyages of the USS Okanagan. We all like find their mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
But some
Dum, dum, da, 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 dum. That was
Total, thank you. We phase once again to end our scene off on the planet. The celebrations are going very well. Food is spread out, games are played on the lawn, and as it draws into evening, everyone's attention is called, and they all wait out on the grass, staring up as fireworks are shot off into the sky. a few minutes beforehand,
Oh dear God, Freya,
Savek-
what?
Savek, you're standing. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Savek, so you guys are all standing there, and Savek, you feel a tap on your shoulder. And as you turn, you see a red-haired officer looking at you. Hey, man, super cool. Like, great work today. So, I got an important job for you, man.
Yes. What happens to be this
Totally
part
cool,
of this job?
cool. Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm gonna need you to go up, and I don't know if this is important to you at all. Thank you. So, look, you see the Phoenix over there? I was kind of hoping that maybe you would be interested in piloting it for tonight.
Savek just,
Cool.
He has
Yeah,
his-
man, I like this vibe.
Commander, can you please wait for one moment?
Yes.
And he just
Oh,
walks
totally,
over.
man,
like,
totally.
He's like almost like he's the equivalent of almost shaking. If anyone can see, he just looks away.
I see everything, so I'm like, eh.
He does. It silently smiles for a few moments, and then straight face again walks back to the commander. He's like, "I would be honored to fly the Phoenix replica."
Super cool, man. Super cool. Like, great stuff. All right, get on board. You got 5 minutes to launch. All right, hey! And he turns around back to the party.
Question for you. Okay, so I'm gonna be I'm obviously I want to be standing near Savek, and redheaded redheaded first officer is heading. Now, is he turning around and walking by any chance back to the party, or is he just turning around and talking?
He's gonna turn around and walk back towards the party.
Do
like,
I have the
"Hey!"
opportunity to quietly just kind of trip him for this whole chaos that he's caused?
Please do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can you roll me a security. What's the physical stat
Daring?
again? Yes.
Yeah.
Daring check is good.
Or fitness. It could be fitness as well, but
Please.
I could do either. One's a 10 and one's an 8. So fitness, daring.
Yes.
Tell me what you want.
So he's walking along, and he's
I
like, you
rolled
see a
nat
guy.
one
He's like, "Hey,
and a
man!
3.
Oh, come on! Yes." Yes, this guy deserves it. He's like, "Hey, man!" Yeah, you see him make eye contact with an officer as he's walking. Like, "Hey, I got an opportunity for you." So I was like totally working with this guy, and we're working on a whole project, and we're looking for some collaborate. And you move your back foot out, and he goes, "We're looking for some collaborators." And he goes straight down, wham, down, just in time as you trip him. He falls flat, face down first, and you guys all turn around, and you can hear the engines of the Phoenix going. Savek grinning from ear to ear while no one can see him as the Phoenix takes off, piloting and reenacting the momentous flight. And
wait.
and First Officer Maddox
sorry,
does not see any of this.
Sorry, wait.
Although I am going to be like, hey, Doc.
Sorry, wait. Can you hear me again?
Yep.
Yes.
As the engines are starting to light up, Savek begins to panic. He's like, "There's something missing.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
cannot take off without it. Hold on, please wait."
Wait. I don't want to get like copywritten here.
Oh, right. Sorry, you guys all know what happens. I can't.
We need
I
some
don't
rock and
want
roll.
to, but I can't actually play the actual song.
And we
But
If only we
Here
had a
was
cool
First
DJ to
Contact.
play things, you know.
and we
I can
hear
play
the,
it, but like we'll get copyright
Yeah.
strike if we.
yeah.
if
So
we
you
play
hear the
it.
song. I don't even know who it's by, but you hear the song
It's-
"Magic Carpet Ride" starting to
Yeah.
like echo out, and it hits over the speakers, even over the party. Feel free to right now at this moment play Magic. Go onto YouTube and look
Yeah,
up and play
it
Magic
for
Carpet Ride at
yourself
home.
and just
Um,
be fully immersive in the experience.
and everyone cheers. The Borgopogos aboard the Okanagan are cheering from space.
Way to go, Savvy!
And we bring it to a close. Ba 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 ba. Wow.
That-
Good
that was
job.
wonderful.
Well done. Thank you, Chad, for your By the way, I would like to say,
Yeah,
at some
thank
point,
you.
I think I need to start like actually posting
Yes,
my
but-
notes so they can see just how much chat changed my plans for today,
Yeah.
and I love it.
Tom,
Tom,
Tom
you were
and Chef, thank you to both of you for causing this to go a complete different direction.
I don't even know
This
why
was
he
brilliant.
prepares at all. To be honest.
What a good dungeon
this
master is
guy.
always prepared and ready for it to never happen.
and it always needs to be known that whenever I run my live streams, whatever happens in my live streams
There we
is
go.
considered canon in my world for future live streams. So when the next time we see the Okanagan, it will have Borgopogo
The
navigators.
But we will have to name them because they will now be nice Borgapogos.
100%.
And so I do believe we need to make sure they have a good name.
Absolutely. Thank you everyone for playing. A round of applause for the players. Well done everyone. Thank you for the audience. You guys are truly great, and for all the money we raised for the Children's Hospital. We are so happy for all of that. Every
we
bit
almost
counts.
raised $200.
Wow, good job, guys. Oh, wow. Okay.
$183.
Also,
in
round of
one
applause
live
to you
stream.
guys.
Round of applause to
Yes.
the Sweetnums, who are amazing and fantastic, and we love them so much.
And do you guys
If you
wish-
didn't know, chat, the Sweetnums are the two boys who slightly look alike.
What?
Sort of.
No, that's crazy.
yeah, it's him and him.
Yeah, I think as far as it goes, I'm above you. Yeah.
Josiah, the hair.
Also,
Oh.
do you?
How's it going?
Do you wish to do shoutouts from the Pentacon and Kelowna Comic Con respectively?
Ooh, Kelowna's first, so he's got to go first. Which, ironically, it hasn't been announced yet, but you guys, and we have a horrible habit of sharing. So Tom, the magical Q-man, is actually both of our guests this year, so
perfect.
we get
We
to
love you,
hang out with
Tom.
him twice.
We will
Yep.
have to do more of this.
I'm gonna have to have
Yeah.
a one-on-one chat with you. Quick formal reprimand. I love
Technically,
it.
I think I had him
Amazing.
first, but still. Anyways, go do your
Oh.
thingy, Patrick.
Come out see Kelowna Comic Con August 19th to 20th. This August. Everything that you guys have seen in the past few years and more. Tom Levine's gonna be there. We've got Formative Fox coming out.
Yeah.
So, and many more. Follow us on all of our socials and our website, KelownaComicCon.com.
Freya just shared the link to the website in the chat
Ooh.
there.
Click in the chat either there
Yay.
or over there.
Yay!
Perfect.
Yeah.
And Lily, when's Pentacon
Sheriff's
this year?
Penty.
Hello, my magical beans. So, I am inches away from signing the contract, but since it's just a small group of you in there that we love and adore, I can tell you that Pentacon this year is in October, the week of the 21st and 22nd, which somebody pointed out is hilariously, it's 2023, so it's 21-22 of 2023. So.
Ooh, that's well done.
Perfect.
And we're super excited to have Tom as our guest author, but we also are, looking forward to having some cosplayers out. We have I'm super excited to be currently working with the school districts to hopefully do a student art show. And as you know, like KCC is where you go to do all the cool nerdy stuff in a bigger scale. Penty, you come and hang out with us and you get to learn how to do awesome things on a smaller scale. But it's going to be a fun year. We're excited to be at Kelowna Comic Con again and super excited to hang out with Sweetums whenever we get the chance. And hopefully you'll come and hang out with us as well.
Awesome.
Oh, and I have another
cannot
guest.
wait.
I have someone else walking in
welcome.
here.
Sorry,
They can hear
here's
you.
Horrible. And Penticon will also be at the Kelowna Comic Con. They're going to be hosting a really cool coloring contest, scavenger hunt. They're going to be doing a bunch of craft stuff as well as
Yeah,
Freya will
we
be
got
there doing
arts and
craft stuff
crafts.
for us as well.
We got some great
Children's
people.
Parade. It's everything. It's going to be a blast.
There may also
So
be a
much fun.
random rogue dungeon crawl, which now I think
There
has to have a
Might also be
Borgapogo in
dungeon
it.
Crawl.
Amazing.
I think so.
Always
Look out
good
for
stuff.
D&D at Kelowna Comic Con as well.
Yes,
there will be
absolutely.
D&D at Kelowna Comic Con.
The new
Yes,
Borgopogo.
and hopefully we can, as we I've slowly become horribly obsessed with this group of D&D people in Vancouver. I think I'm I think I have a problem. And so I'm hoping that we can invite some of them out to come and hang out with us as well.
Please. All the D&D stuff is always good.
They're awesome.
Truly
right.
remarkable.
Hey.
Well, that is fantastic. I am so happy to have you guys here and ready to just be some very chaotic beings. Just one last thing from Maddox, because we all love him. Hey guys, you guys are super great, guys. I love your vibes. You're super amazing. I hope you guys have a great night. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I need you to talk like that on a regular basis.
Yeah, totally. Cool. Yeah. Totally. No.
I'm just happy I got to trip him because I almost punched him earlier.
All right. Well, thanks again to all of our viewers. Thanks again to all of our players. And we'll see you again on Whose Role Is It Anyway?
Woohoo! Bye!
Bye, as I take us slowly offline.
Slowly, slow. Do we?
Wow, that's crazy.